we wanted to do a WNBA draft, but we're not gonna do it. I'm not getting canceled. Maybe in a few years, if we don't get canceled, I'll do it. I'll tell you what draft we're thinking about. But everybody on TikTok, we got 4 already. We just started. I appreciate y'all. Kurt was good. Great was good. Crystal was good. Everybody that's online, let's see if we can run this thing up to 100 tonight. Honestly, I think we can. Jordan, what are we talking about first today? What's the first topic of discussion?
All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is we've got right now 7 coaching vacancies in the WNBA. We got the Connecticut Sun, the Fever, the Mystics, the Wings, the Dream, the Sky, and the Sparks. We're going to rank these from the most desirable to the least desirable. All right, so let's go, Jamari. What is the number one most desirable coaching vacancy of those 7?
Number one, if I had to pick a coaching vacancy right now, the first, I appreciate that, Sonny. Y'all run up them likes. Let's see if we can get to 10,000. Caps was good. I appreciate you. Let's see if we can get to 10,000. Let's see if we can get to 100 people tonight. Number one coaching vacancy that I would have to pick. You want to go? You want to go least desirable first or most? Let's go least.
Okay, let's go least.
Yeah,
let's
go least.
All right, so the least desirable coaching vacancy.
The Washington Mystics.
I agree with that.
Think twice about it. The Washington. We got 148 likes. I appreciate y'all, Caps and Sonny. I really do. So the least coaching desirable, the least desirable coaching position I would have to pick is the Washington Mystics. Number one, you have no clue if Elena Delle Donne is coming back. Right. And I'm starting off with her because why? You haven't seen her in a year. She is the only reason why this team has won a championship in your franchise. And the fact that she is not on this team and you don't know if she's going to be coming back as a free agent, that means you will be trashed next year if she is not on your roster. Absolutely. If she is not on that roster, get ready to enter the lottery, maybe the top 4, top 5 teams. Right. Obviously, Washington has a lot of potential. They have some great pieces. Julie Van Loo. That's not the first great piece I'm going to mention. That's one of the pieces I wanted to mention. Shakira Austin, who has obviously been injured for a lot of times this year. She is a great piece. If she's on another team, you would hear more about her. But Shakira Austin is a monster. Obviously, she came back from injury. She had a better second half than she did her first half. And obviously, you have another foundational piece in Aaliyah Edwards. She'll be playing in Unrivaled. We'll be talking about that a little later. Mm-hmm. And outside of that, you got Julie Van Loo, and that's it.
I totally agree with that. Like the team is obviously this is not a successful team, right? Because they got rid of their coach, but they also have so much like instability, and I don't want to say they just don't know the path forward with Delle Donne not being there. But they're also not bad enough to get a game-changing draft pick. So they're kind of stuck in no man's land with a lot of good pieces, but I mean Brittany Sykes, Aaliyah Edwards,
Emily Angster is a free agent though. She's gone.
Yeah.
She out of there.
So, I mean
Steph. I love you some Big Mama Steph too though.
They've got Ariel Atkins, Julie Van Loo. Like they've got some solid pieces. I just there's just no clear direction in the roster where they have to go next. I don't know. And this league is getting so hard to compete too. Every team is just reloading or getting even better. And in a summer where there's a season where there's so much free agency, so many pieces moving around, I don't know, man. I think the Mystics are going to be the what is it, like the last to the food bowl.
They're going to be with the number one pick. The Washington Mystics select next year in the WNBA draft.
Yeah, I agree.
I promise they're not finishing before the Valkyries will have a better record next season than the Washington Mystics. Caps, Sunny, and
I think that's true.
Riverdance. I appreciate y'all for the likes. Everybody else is on the live. Let's see if we can get to 80. I'm sorry. Let's get to 80 people. Let's see if we can get to 100 though. Cap said, let me read what Cap's put. You know how Shaq was expressing himself, and now in a DJ post, that's why. That's funny. Yeah, I got to post the Angel Reese. All in fun. Keep going, Jordan. But yeah, the Washington Mystics, I think we both agree on this.
Yeah.
The least desirable. And then obviously they just got rid of their GM and their head coach. Like,
exactly.
There's no stability.
Exactly.
There's no stability on this team at all.
It's like what direction are they going to go in? You know,
the lottery, the bottom of the lottery is what the direction is. That's it. They'll be at the number one pick with the number one pick. The Washington Mystics select. That's what we'll be hearing next year. And hopefully not, because I like Washington. So, but it ain't looking good unless they can get paid.
So you heard it here first. The least desirable coaching vacancy is the Washington Mystics. Number 6. I've got. 6.
Oh, keep going. And if y'all just chiming in on the live, we're looking at. Let me before you continue. He said, looking in the analytics, Phoebich is a better offensive player than Rickea Jackson.
That's true.
Katie, Jordan agrees with you. I don't agree with you, but I hear you. I hear what y'all saying. Keep going.
This is, I mean, a lot of people are probably not going to agree with this, but I think the 6th most desirable coaching.
You're gonna say Dallas.
No, I'm gonna take the Connecticut Sun.
Really?
This team is just getting older, and they're on the downside, you know. I think Stephanie White squeezed out as much as she could out of this team, man. Of all these teams, you got the Fever, the Mystics we said is worse. The Wings are younger. The Dream, you know, the Sky, the Sparks. A lot of these teams have really young pieces, but the Sun, sure. I mean, in the next 5 years, like, what do you think the Sun are going to be? Alyssa Thomas is getting up there. I mean, you've got you've got some good pieces on the Sun for sure, but Marina Mabry, I'm not the biggest fan. DeWanna Bonner is closer to the end than she is to the beginning. I don't see how you walk into this situation and you're more successful than last year, right? Like, I mean, whoever coaches the Sun this year, do you think they're going to squeeze out 28 wins this year? I don't think so.
Resign their team, yes.
I don't know. I don't think so. But I mean, personally, I would like to be on the upswing with younger players. With a new coach coming in. Also, you know, this has been a championship level team for a lot of years, right? So it's like you need to be. I mean,
Jessica was good.
The coaches on the market. I mean, you know, like, you have to be like a veteran presence to garner these people's attention in the locker room. These are all quality championship. Some of them have already won a championship. Like, this is like a team that's like built to win, but they're just getting older and they're on the downswing. What do you think?
Before I tell you what I think about my 6th team, and I want to respond to what you said, I want to read what TX said. Everybody on everybody on TikTok, I appreciate y'all with the likes, Sunny, Caps. I see y'all. I really appreciate that, y'all. We got 3.1K. Let's see if we can get 100 people tonight, y'all. TX said, Jordan, to your point, if the Connecticut Sun re-sign their core, they are winning at least 20 games. But if not, they need to rebuild, and that's what my point was.
Exactly.
That's what I was getting ready to bring up to your point.
Exactly. If they resign their core, but a lot of their core is on the. I mean, these are all the people on the market, right?
Yep. So Breanna Jones is a free agent.
The whole team.
Alyssa Thomas is a free agent. DeWanna Bonner is a free agent. So they're not bringing back all 3 of them. So now the question is, if you can only bring back, they're not going to. And Dejanay Carrington is also a free agent. So they're not bringing back all 4 of them now. If you can even bring half of those 2 back, Carrington and Jones, get Carrington and Jones back in your building and rebuild from there. If it were me, I'm bringing back Carrington and Jones. I love Alyssa Thomas, first team all WNBA. She's getting older.
She's a top 5 player.
She's getting older, and you haven't won with her. You haven't won with her. The question is, have you won with Alyssa Thomas so that you can justify bringing her back? Obviously, you would want to bring her back if you have the opportunity to. But the question is, can you go further with her or without her? I have no clue, because you've already seen what it was with her, and she was younger, and she was more in her prime. So now the question is, are you going to bring it back older, or, you know what I'm saying, more advanced, and you're going to have to give her a max salary, knowing that you probably won't? No, I don't know if I would. That core is so good. Any coach is winning with that team. They're not winning now, TX. What are you saying? This is we play for rings. We don't play for playoff appearances.
Yeah,
I'm not here for that. Like, they're not. What have they won? Shout out to Jonquel Jones for getting the job done this season with New York. We're playing for rings.
Yeah. Right. I mean, if you look at this, like Dwyane Bonner's been in the league for 14 years, man. She won a championship with the Mercury, right? Like back
Yeah.
in the day with Rossi.
Bonner's already solidified. She got a ring with Phoenix. Yes.
Yeah, and towards the end of the playoffs, she was looking pretty old. That jump shot was not falling at all.
I mean, she's still good, but the question is, are you bringing it? Dwyane Bonner signed for 200, damn near a max. Are you bringing back Dwyane Bonner next season on a max contract?
No,
probably not.
no.
Are you bringing back Alyssa Thomas next year, someone on a max contract? Probably not.
Would. Well,
I mean, I would.
Yeah,
but
I would.
Her and Bonner, it's a package deal. So you already know.
I know.
Breanna Jones, damn near 200,000. You got to resign Breanna Jones. If you lose her, you're not going to have a center.
She's good.
Now what? Now what? Some teams want to smell 20 wins, bro. Yeah, but Connecticut already done won 20 wins. Kronk, they don't care about winning 20 wins. They want a damn chip. It ain't happening this year with this core. Now the question is, how do you get a chip? Now the question is, how are you getting a chip? Unless you sign an Asia Wilson next year in 2026, I have no clue. Yeah, it's tough. So my number 6, so that was Jordan's number 6 was Connecticut. My number 6 most desirable team. Let's see this. I'm about to look into the list of the teams. So we have, I'm gonna see the most desirable. Who would I go with?
Well, I know what the most.
Dallas. I'm picking Dallas.
To you, Dallas.
No. Let me not. I don't want to say Chicago. Let's go Atlanta. I'm gonna go Atlanta.
I was between Connecticut and Atlanta. I'm
gonna go Atlanta
for number 6.
If you rebuild, okay, let me ask this question. Crunk asked, if you rebuild, how long do you give them for a rebuild? It depends who they get in free agency. It depends on who they get in the draft. It depends on who wants to play in Connecticut. I appreciate everybody for the likes and the comments. We have 4K. Let's see if we can get to 20K likes. Let's see if we can get to 100K people. I appreciate that, y'all. I really do appreciate that. Atlanta is 6. So we're doing from least to greatest. So right now we had Washington in the 7th spot. I put Atlanta in the 6th spot. Jordan put Connecticut in his 6th spot. And I'm going to say Atlanta because 1, they have no coach with Tanisha Wright gone. Yeah. 2, obviously you got Ryan Howard. She had an injury this year. I thought Alicia Gray was top 25. Y'all don't like Alicia Gray. So with that being said,
we don't like Alicia Gray.
Y'all don't like her. With that being said, if she's not a top 25 player, I don't see how Atlanta would be really desired. Yeah, I agree. Crunk, I agree with you with Atlanta having some decent pieces, but outside of Ryan and Alicia, it's not really much.
What about Tina? Yeah, and she's on her way out probably too. So
yeah, she's not coming back. She won a ring. Tina Charles won a ring, so you might see her in Indiana. Honestly, Alicia Gray's stats are up there. That's why I put her up there as my top 25. But a lot of y'all be hating. A lot of them be hating. So I would probably go Atlanta as my number 6.
So who do you have for number 5? Because at number 5, I had the Dream for all the reasons that you said. I was between Connecticut and the Dream. So who do you have for 5?
All right. So we have still LA. We got Chicago, the Fever, Mist. So the Wings. So it's Wings, Dream. Okay, it's Wings, Sky. I'm going Chicago. Chicago will probably be next. Actually, let me rephrase. Jordan. Let me rephrase. Damn, it'd be between Dallas. It would be between Dallas and Chicago in any order. I don't care what order you pick them, but it will be in between Dallas. All right, let's go. Fuck it, let's go Chicago. I'm gonna pick Chicago. Why? Because Dallas has 2 all WNBA players in Enrique and Satu, and if you are a coach, you're gonna want to coach 2 all WNBA players like Enrique and Satu. So that would be and then so the other reason for that is because I don't think Angel and Camilla are as talented right now as Enrique and Satu. So I would Chicago is going through a rebuild. It'd be the next team would be Chicago for sure. Everybody that's on YouTube, y'all send in a comment. I appreciate y'all that's on YouTube. Everybody on TikTok, I appreciate y'all for the likes. We're gonna open up the lines, Calenciaga, maybe like 20 more minutes. We need 20K likes. I'm gonna open up these lines. But yeah, I'll probably go Chicago. We have 5K likes, y'all. I appreciate that. Tammy, Wings might get paid. We're gonna talk Pocha. I appreciate y'all. Sunny, I appreciate y'all. Braden, the topic is the most desirable coaching positions from least to worst. Jordan had 7 as Connecticut. Ghost, what's good, Ghost?
Oh, Ghost.
What's good, Ghost? Ghost in the building. What's good, boy? What's good? I'm hyped.
Ghost, where have you been? Ghost?
That boy been a ghost. What's good, Ghost? I'm happy he goes back on the live. But hey, boy, might almost keep going, Jordan. I'll let you go. But yeah, my picks would be between Chicago and Dallas. Those are my next two spots. Those are my next two spots
are also Chicago. So I've got the least desirable spot are the Mystics, and then I had the Connecticut Sun, and then I had the Dream. Okay, so at my 5 spot. At my 4 spot, I would probably have the Sky.
Jordan, keep going real quick.
And then the Sky, I'd have at number 4. Because Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese are not as good as Enrique and Satu, right? The team has so many challenges on an offensive end. It's really going to be a really difficult situation to sort of restructure that offense and find any sort of continuity and establish systems. At number 3, I've got the Dallas Wings. I mean, you've got 2 superstars that will potentially be on the roster. I mean, and you have the new valuation of the franchises being highly valued. So there's a lot of money pouring in, huge investments being made in this team. I've got them at number 3. At number 2, I've got the Indiana Fever.
Second most desirable franchise.
Second most desirable coaching vacancy.
Coaching position.
Yeah.
Sonny, I appreciate y'all for so much.
I mean, you've got Caitlin Clark. It's super incredible, but there's a lot of expectations on this team because it's not like Christy Sides totally failed last year. So, they made the playoffs, and there's a lot of expected growth this year. So
I'm gonna say that right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. If you are a coach, do you want to coach under this high pressure situation? You could stay right there. And now that kind of takes away points from your point. If you are a coach, any coach, do you want to walk into that high pressure situation? That's a high pressure situation, which now you brought up a great point.
Probably, I mean, probably not, because winning is expected now. And that's where, it's the biggest fan base in the WNBA with the biggest star in the WNBA. And it's not like their roster is super, I don't know, like, exactly what you have, you know what I'm saying? Sure. With the, you're not sure if Kelsey Mitchell is staying with the team going forward. And they had a lot of, small issues big issues on the defensive end and some weird offensive issues as well as I was watching them throughout the year. So, there's a lot going on. And I don't know as a coach if you want to jump into that situation necessarily as opposed to our number 1 pick.
Let me read this out. Crunk said for her, the order would be number 1. And okay, so Crunk, Jordan, and myself, and Ghost, this answers your question too, because he asked who's your number 1. Me, Jordan, and Crunk all agree. Number 1 most desirable coaching position, the Los Angeles Sparks.
Yeah. Yep.
She said, so for her, it's LA, Indiana, Chicago, Dallas, and Atlanta. I would flip-flop Dallas and Chicago because you got Enrique and Satu. That's 2 first team you got 2 all WNBA performers on your team right there. And like I said, Camila and Angel they're not there yet. Like it's just that simple. They're not there yet.
Right.
But all 3 of us are agreement. And I'll start off with my list. So number 6, I already mentioned number 6, so we don't need to go into that. After Dallas, the next best team that I probably would go into would be, let me see. It would be Dallas. After Dallas, it'd be Indiana. So it'd be
the Mystics.
Actually, I lied, Jordan. I take that. I didn't say Connecticut. So after Chicago, it would be Connecticut. And the reason why is because Connecticut, I would hope to resign Alyssa, and then I would probably go Dallas. Then I would probably go Indiana. And if you're a coach, Indiana, make a call to Mark Jackson. Hurry up and make the call to Mark Jackson.
I know, man.
I love Stephanie White, but put the call into Mark Jackson, man. Get the damn job done. If you talk about high pressure, you'll get the job done. Get Mark Jackson in the building, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's a simple call. And I know he's willing to do the damn job. Get him in the building. Number 1, I go LA. It's LA. Out of all of these teams, it's LA. It's that simple. It's LA.
It's LA.
LA. And then obviously you're gonna have Paige in the building. You'll have Rakia in the building. You have Cam Brink coming back off of injury.
Yes.
Which means you'll be afforded more time to just have, like, I'm not gonna say like a bad year, but knowing that Cam is coming back off of her injury, you're gonna have more of a time to come back and do better.
Right.
And then after that, again, you have the nucleus that LA has is just awesome. Jessica, I appreciate it. I'm not checking my Discord right now. I'm not Duke Dennis. And shout out to Duke Dennis if he's listening.
No,
But
I 100% agree with you. I mean, if I was a coach, I would want to go and coach those young players.
Jordan,
the
what do you
city
think
of
about this? So Pocha said some podcast today wants Phil Jackson out of retirement to coach the Indiana Fever. Phil Jackson to the Fever?
Phil Jackson to the Fever?
Philly, big Philly?
I mean,
big Philly style?
That's kind of overkill, right? Like, I mean, Phil Jackson used to make like 10, 15 million dollars back in the mid 2000s, where it was totally uncommon. Now it's commonplace for the coach to get that much, but I don't know if the Fever have that much money.
Shit, I mean, if they want to win. So would you? Okay, let's just pretend that you could hire Big Philly. Would you hire him over like everybody that we just mentioned? I don't know if I would, honestly, y'all.
I don't think I would. I don't know what his knowledge of the WNBA game is. I don't know if he. No, man. No. Well, I mean, he would just kind of sit down all the time, right? And just not really.
Oh, we had 19. I appreciate y'all. That's Angel Reese on the picture. You better get it right. That's 19. Keep going, Jordan. Let's see if we can get. Oh, we got 21. Let's see if we can get to 30. We trying to get to 100 tonight, y'all. Let them likes. I appreciate the likes, y'all. Keep going, Jordan.
I would not get Phil Jackson. No, I don't.
Big Philly. You don't want the posse in the building? He can bring the posse in the building. Big Phil.
Oh yeah, who's the posse? Is he gonna bring Michael Jordan? Is he gonna bring Jeannie Buss? You know.
I'm saying that because of what he said to LeBron. He's talking about, oh, we don't want the posse in New York or whatever. I was like, oh my god,
man.
Phil. Come on, man. I don't know if Phil is somewhere in Wyoming chilling and living his life and thinking about Jeannie. Shout out to Jeannie Buss, probably one of the best owners in the sport. Seriously. So I don't know if that's what he's thinking right now. He's in Wyoming just enjoying his life, or Montana. Montana.
I think it's Montana.
Phil Jackson can't walk, body falling apart. He's chilling now, trying to stay alive. Travel schedule kill him. Phil Jackson to the Sparks would be a great one. What do you think about trying? That'd be funny.
I think that'd be good. Let me read that'd be interesting.
Rakia and Cameron waiting for someone to mold them into champions. LA is a great choice. I'm not gonna say good, Ghost. I'm gonna say great. Also, In-N-Out Burger. Hey, listen, and it's legal. Over there, it's legal. So if you're an athlete and you're a coach, that's true. Shit, you don't think these coaches are thinking that too? The fact that you're an athlete or a coach is legal. You get to enjoy your life, and it's LA. Like at the end of the day, it's LA. Sunshine weather. Look at this, 24 on the live. I appreciate y'all. Let's get to 30. Yeah, I think honestly, and then you got Paige Beckers, who one of our contributors or panelists, KG. He feels like she's a generational talent. I feel like she is a great talent. But again, you have a really solid nucleus that you will be building with, whether it is Paige, whether that's Kiki Iriafen. And then again, it's LA. You're going to get free agents. It doesn't matter if you don't get people or not. You will get people in LA. I would absolutely probably go in for LA over anything. Shout out to y'all. June Doll, what's goody? Lindsey Harding is a prime. Hey, let me read this, Jordan. Lindsey Harding. If y'all don't know who Lindsey Harding is, go do a Google search. Get your Googles right. Lindsey Harding is a prime for a coaching spot, but they have to give her time to cook. I think she could do the damn job now, honestly, Crunk. Thoughts on Jordan, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts on the Indiana Fever getting ready, cutting, or I guess dismissing Christy Sides? Hey, Ghost understands it's legal. Thank you, Ghost. I appreciate that.
I just don't know why they. Well, I mean, obviously, it's for Stephanie White, right? Because all this is happening behind closed doors.
I hope it's for Mark Jackson. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's for Mark Jackson too, because that would be the perfect person to slide in on multiple levels. I mean, she did a good job, man. Like the team improved by seven games. I mean, they got better over the year. They got a playoff spot. They played Connecticut pretty tough in the 2 playoff games, even though they got swept. They got all-star years out of Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, come on, man. I feel like she did a solid job. I mean, what did people expect? You know,
They expected, and all the haters expected Caitlyn to get to the championship game her rookie year. Let me read this. Iriafen and Juju might swing basketball power back to the West Coast. Now, Ghost, let me say this, and I said this from Jump Street. Juju Watkins already is more popular than Caitlin Clark was her freshman year. And that I'm just period. That there is nothing more to stand on that. When Juju, I've been hearing about Juju for at least 2.5 years. I did not hear about Caitlin her freshman year in high school or her sophomore year in high school. I've been hearing about Juju since she was a high schooler at Sierra Canyon, playing with Bronny, first of all. Right. Now she goes to USC, playing with Bronny again. She's in the West Coast. California is a humongous state.
Yeah.
It is one of the biggest states in this country, right? And the fact, if not the biggest, and the fact that she already has the entire West Coast on her back.
Yeah.
Like it. Now, let me read this. Moreau, the handy pick you got. Listen, hey, I'm gonna fix that handy pick for you, Ghost. I gotta fix that. I can't be doing De'Erica like that. D, if you listen, I'm gonna make sure we get a better picture of you up on there. My fault. Thank you for that, Ghost. But the fact that she has, I'm talking about Juju, she has the West Coast already on lock.
Yeah.
It's only now she's playing in the Big Ten where she can expand her fan base. It's only going to do better for her and for the game. So, like, I love the fact that Juju. Let me read this right quick too, Jordan. If you want to comment on this, do you worry about Juju getting crushed by the hype? She is still a kid. It makes me hella nervous for her. The only thing I'm worried about with Juju is if she can get her assist to turnover ratio to a minus. She's at a -1. If she can get that, if she can get that to a 2, she's at a -1. She had more turnovers than she had assists her freshman year in college. So the only thing I worry about Juju is if she can flip flop that. Let's flip flop that for your sophomore year. I don't need her to get to a 2-1 yet. Just flip flop that, and then we'll worry about 2-1 in your third year.
So just a sidebar. Bill Simmons, one of our favorite people in sports. His daughter, I think, went to high school with Juju Watkins because they're like roughly like the same age, and the entire West Coast is behind her. Like everyone in that entire community loves Juju Watkins, and they've been talking about this girl for the last like 5 or 6 years, and she's incredible, man.
Crunk put Hannah Hidalgo is closer to Juju Watkins than a lot of people give her credit. I am not gonna say that. I'm gonna let you say that though, because I know that's our college basketball aficionado.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't know about that. I mean,
yeah, I don't either. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that at all. I don't like minimizing players' talents. I don't.
Maybe Crunk's right, but I'd have to see it this year.
He said, check the stats. Somebody, Brett, what's gross? Brett, tell me what's gross, because I know it ain't that display picture. I know it ain't the display. I got a picture of Angel Reese up. He said that's gross. I hope it's not. I know it ain't the display picture, so I want to know. I want to know what he's talking about. Honestly, Juju is the great black hope to negate CC. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? Why can't they just both be great players?
It's just a race war, man. It's just a race war.
Yeah, yeah. I think I love Caitlyn. I love Juju. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see me go crazy when she W. So I don't know. Juju's granddad was a civil rights leader in Watts. Shout out to Juju. I didn't know that. I need to go get more information. Watkins' family runs deep in the hood. I mean, let me go do some more research on Juju. I'm gonna ask her about that when I see her. I'm definitely gonna ask her about that. Cool. It is. Let me read this last one. Juju's father is a coach and Juju's father is a coach and teacher trying to bring poor kids up. I've heard about some things like that. I know her dad was a coach for sure. Nah, you should have worded it. What, Brayden, you gotta tell me what you mean.
Because I think
a lot of CC fans are fans of Juju. Hidalgo averages 6 steals a game. I'm about to crash out like Frank from Barstool. What? This Brayden, I want to
just being crazy over there.
Yeah, go on, Joe.
All right. So what's our next topic? We got So did you see that comment? I mean, not the comment. The reporting that Cheryl Reeves did not get fined for her criticisms of the officiating after Game 5.
She should have been. Yeah, she should have been. That's the easiest fine in the world. Brondello and her should have got fined. That's an easy fine.
So she didn't. So she didn't get fined, and it's just like, All right, I guess it's just open season on officials now, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Before we continue on that, Jordan, let me read this. Asia Wilson has that in her past too. Her grandmother was a civil rights leader and professor. I have heard of this. I have absolutely heard of this. And that's why when she was crying at the statue ceremony, she was like really really into it because of that situation. She's like, she didn't imagine having a statue in South Carolina in the same place her grandmother wasn't able to walk, and obviously that they fought for it. And I'll read this last one. If Asia and Juju run for president someday, I'll vote for them. Hey, shout out to that. Speaking of elections, but Jordan, to your Cheryl Reeve has a gripe. Sandy Brondello has a gripe, and Vic Randish. This is a new time listener. Cheryl was wilding. June Doll said the officiating was terrible, awful. It's not like she was lying. She wasn't lying. I don't think Sandy got fined after game 4, but she did a They both should have been fined.
If you obviously they both should have been fined.
Yeah, you can't. It can't be open season on officials, even though the officials are trash. Even though the officials are trash, you can't have coaches and players calling out the officials.
I think what's just so frustrating for so many fans watching the game is like, it's like a lot of times they'll get the foul call wrong, even when they review it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't even understand, like, how are they using a different camera than we are? You know, are they like watching stuff in 480p? Like, how are they missing these things when they get to watch it again?
Game 5 on 3. Game 5 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Game. That's all that was. That was game 5 on 3. That, like, after Sabrina hit that dagger, they're like, shit. That was supposed to go to overtime. Shit. Game 5 on 3. They were huddling up. They were huddling up. That was she hit the 3 in game 3, right? She hit the 3. Yeah, they were huddling up. They were ready for that. They were ready for that one. they were huddled up. They got the call from Kathy. Hey man, make this happen. Game 5 on 3. So I don't blame Brondello for getting pissed because that the foul call on Alana Smith was trash. But then again, it's like there was a lot of BS in that finals where it was like you could have just let the damn play. If you're gonna call the game bad, then don't do nothing. Just let them play the game.
Right.
Trash. If you're gonna make a trash officiating, just let them play the game out. But if you're not and you're gonna let them play, man. Let me read this.
Let them fully play. Yeah.
Let them play the damn game. Cheryl Reeve has never been more relatable when she passively aggressive brought up. Listen, she was hating. Cheryl Reeve was hating. Cheryl Reeve was hating on the New York Liberty. I don't give a shit what Cheryl Reeve is telling me about. Oh, it took them 20 years to do what we did in 4. Listen, Maya Moore is a generational player. Name the generational player that's been on the New York Liberty outside of Breanna Stewart before she got there. I don't want to hear that, dog. Don't do that to the New York Liberty. Really, you mad because y'all lost the ring? Is that the case, coach? Like, come on, coach. Come on. This is great for the league. It's not. I know you upset that you pissed that you lost the finals, but I didn't like that. I did not like that comment. But I mean, shout out to her because hey, that's a strong flex. It's a good flex. It's a good flex. But I didn't like that comment at all. I didn't like that comment.
I didn't like it either. I mean, I don't know. It showed a lot of lack of awareness. It was almost like
I'm better than you. I'm better than you.
Like I got 4 rings. I almost got 5. You guys just got 1. And it just reeks of I mean, come on, Maya Moore was on your team, bro.
Sylvia Fowles was on your team. Was on your team. Simona Justice was on your team. You got 4 top. I mean, shit. If they're gonna do top 25 in the WNBA history, you probably got 2 of them on your team, and then you got another 2 that's probably gonna make the top 50 of all time in the WNBA. Are you kidding me? Stop with the hating. Stop with the hating, dog.
If Kalia Copper doesn't hit that shot in the Olympics, you almost lose Game 5 of the finals, and you lose a gold medal.
Talk that shit.
So Cheryl Reeve almost had that on her resume in one season.
Seriously, my favorite phrase: almost not good enough. Almost is not good enough. Well, best teams made it to the Final 4. I don't like it when teams lose graciously. I don't mind them talking shit, but to just kind of minimize what New York did is bullshit. Especially when they just beat your hand. They beat your team. It's just that simple. They beat your team, bro. It's that simple. I think the officiating in the WNBA has been bad. I think it's bad all season. I think they need to get completely new refs. It's 5-4. New York been nipping on a ring for a fever for a long time. Or Angel is so T. 5-star basketball. I don't know what that means because I'm an unk, but I appreciate it because you put the hard eyes. So I'm gonna say yes. Angel is the T if that means something good. Maya Moore is generational. I just love sticking it to the New Yorkers. Dodgers gonna close. I hate it. Hey, Ghost, you breaking my heart. I wanted the Yankees to win. I'm not gonna front. I wanted the Yankees to win, but it's all right. Shout out to them Dodgers. Shout out to the LA Dodgers.
I'm just happy that our guy Giancarlo Stanton had a decent playoff performance because he's we both grew up in Miami. We love this guy, and he was balling out. So yeah.
Hey Jordan, this is a question for you. Hey, TikTok, I don't want to hear nothing y'all create. Make sure y'all tap the like, man. Let's try and get to 100. We had 17 people. Let's see if we can get to 100. At least 50. We had 17. We had almost 25 people in the. Let's see if we can get to 50. Jordan, he said, hindsight being 20/20 and all, would you go back in time? So hit the Thanos stone with the, you know what I'm saying, the green Thanos stone, right? There you go. Would you put Caitlin Clark? And he put Angel Reese on the Olympic squad. Would you put both of them on the Olympic squad? Y'all already know where I stand on that. Clash was good. Did you see Cynthia? I did see Cindy Colson picking out Kathy's dress. That's funny, Vic. Would you put the both of them on the Olympic squad? Angel Reese,
definitely,
and Clark.
Both of them, definitely Caitlin Clark, and I would have had Angel Reese on there as well. I don't understand why these two players didn't make the team. It didn't make sense back then. It doesn't make sense now. Every reason that's ever come out to not having them on the team literally makes no sense. It sounds like excuses. It sounds like hating. And also anyone that disagrees with me is also hating. Like that's how strongly I think Caitlin Clark should have been on the Olympic team. Her stats were good enough. There is precedent for putting rookies on the Olympic team. Almost every great rookie player. Every great rookie player that has come out that was young. I mean, remember we went over this, like Taurasi, Bird, Parker, like every single young great player made the Olympic team. Stewart. I mean, you just keep going. I forgot the whole list, but every single great player was on the team. And there is, I mean, I don't care about Taurasi getting 6 Olympic, gold medals. It's a stupid record.
I would have kept her on there for that alone, honestly. But keep going.
The reason she has that record and no one's done it because it shouldn't be.
As a fucking rookie.
It shouldn't be done though. But it's like you shouldn't have this record because this record should not even be a thing. Like it shouldn't be a thing. Just like how like Bronny shouldn't be playing with his son. Well, I mean, LeBron should be playing. Like that should never have happened. That should never have happened either. And it's just I don't know. It's just messed up. People always say that like, oh well, she needed the rest and all that stuff.
She didn't need the rest. She did. And she would have been playing like 10 minutes, 20 minutes a game.
Exactly. It's like you're not killing yourself playing in the Olympics. Like, I mean, people say that she, needed the rest. She never got any time off. And I mean, you aren't killing yourself when you're in France, by the way. Like,
before I comment on that, Jordan, I want to read this comment because somebody put in something really interesting. Let me read some of these comments. I'm not gonna read the menopause comment, bro. Brett, come on, let's keep it classy. Hey, we got 30 on the. Make sure y'all tap that screen. We trying to get to 20K likes. We trying to get to at least 50 people tonight. Big said that's easy to say. Let me rephrase this. Excuse me, I had a burp. That's easy to say. With Caitlin Clark's last third of the season, I don't think she should have.
Yeah.
She said, I don't think she should have called me a hater. Bick, she broke the assist record before the Olympics. And if y'all were listening to us on day one, you would have heard me say she's the best point guard in the league the minute she stepped on the court. Period. So I would have put the best point. And thank you, Caitlin. Caitlin, if you listen, thank you for proving me right. I appreciate that because I know she'd be hearing the stuff I be saying. Thank you for proving me right because people been hating on that young woman since day one. And like I said from day one, I remember when they saying, oh, what does she bring besides shooting to the table? Shout out to Kennedy Carter for that silly quote because that aged like milk. She brings passing to the table. She brings leadership to the table. She brings pace to the table. She changes the game. That's Thanos when she walks in the building. That's what she brings to the table. In addition, the fact that they missed the boat with the outside of the talent, because talent-wise, I think Angel and her should have been on the team. But outside of the talent, the fact that you are everybody in Europe would have bought a Caitlin Clark Olympic jersey. I can't count the amount of people that ask me about why isn't Angel here? Why isn't Caitlin here? And shout out to Angel for actually making an appearance She was there. She was there in the Olympics, and she was there in the pre-games in London.
Right.
So I talked to her both times. And the fact that she was there, the fans went crazy. Now, it made no sense that she was not on the Olympic team.
Yeah.
Like little to no sense. You got the all-time leading rebounder, the most you got this Jordan, think about this. You got somebody that made all team, all WNBA, right? But she's not good enough to make the Olympic team. So you're telling me she's good enough to make?
I don't know what to say. I mean, I've never heard.
And then, how about this? She broke the assist record and led the league in assists. And then you got another one that's leading the league in rebounding. But they can't make the Olympic. Well, what are we talking about?
Like I said, I've never heard a good reason why she shouldn't have been on the team. It just didn't make any sense whatsoever, and it never will. And I mean,
that's all they were hating.
Yeah, that's all it is. We could.
We're not going to put her on the team. But the question is, why were they hating on her so much? So the question is, why wasn't she able? Thank you. Let me read this up. Preach, Moreau. I'm trying to preach that gospel to these people. Preach, Moreau. The millions Team USA lost on Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark gear alone. It just boggles everybody's mind. But the question is, now I want to know, because what was the excuse why she didn't make the team again?
Stop for a second. When because you actually went to France. Who did they ask about more than any other player?
Caitlin. Why is Caitlin not here?
Why is Caitlin not here? Why is Caitlin? I mean, people were asking, why is Caitlin not here? She averages enough points. She's the most popular player. She's a good player. She's worthy of being on the team. That's literally all that they asked about while in France. Where's Caitlin Clark? And of course, ratings suffer. And they could have used her on the court also. So I don't like that excuse either. There was literally no reason to not have her on the team
at all.
But I guess there's reason to have her for Unrivaled.
No, but what was the reason that they were saying she's not good enough or it's too physical? Y'all remember when they were peddling this? It's too physical and you're a BS. You remember this? Yeah. Oh, it's too physical. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do in Europe if she can't do anything in the WNBA? Have y'all? Boy, almost made me curse on this live. Have you not watched her in the WNBA dominate grown women as a 22-year-old?
Yeah.
And you telling me she couldn't do that across seas with better talent on her team? Man, if y'all don't stop with this hate for this young woman, like she's doing something wrong, please. And Dawn Staley, I love Dawn Staley to death, but the excuses y'all made for this young woman not to be on that team is ridiculous. BM, bro, you carry on. You're about to get me tight. Don't get me started because I'm like, I don't like the fact that again. And shout out, I told you for the record, Jordan, I would have put Diana Taurasi on the Olympic team because I love seeing history. I understand everything. I understand everything that QT has done for the game. I'll never shortchange her because the Caitlin's time will come too. And when Caitlin's time comes and she's at the end of her career, I'm gonna say you got to push her through for everything she's done for the game. So I'm not gonna ever say a veteran like that. If LeBron want to play in the next 2 Olympics, I don't care. He gonna get any pass that he want. But the thing you had a few other names. There was a few other names. There's a few other names that could have got replaced. Enrique should have been on that. Like, don't even give me next topic, man. Moreau went to Paris just to play that track coming off the plane.
What?
In Paris, and y'all really complain when y'all can leave. What do you put? Damn, y'all really complain when y'all can. I don't know what you mean, Brandon. The hate for CC was terrible. CC proved them all wrong. Hey, no, Clash. Apparently, she hasn't proved them wrong because somebody was in my comments today, and I've heard a lot of people. Caitlin can't do this. Caitlin can't do that. But what she can do, she still fried your favorite player. Let me hear y'all say that twice.
She fried your favorite player? She fried your favorite player.
There you go. You go. Well, what's our next? Enrique got stumped tight. Enrique, they blessed Enrique. Still want to play for Team USA. Let's just say that.
All right. We got one of our remaining 4 mystery players revealed today for Unrivaled. You know who it is? Drum roll. Drum roll.
Now that you said it, hold on. Let me get that drum roll media. Let me get the drum roll.
It is K. Martin.
K. Martin, the newest member of Unrivaled. K. Martin. What? Enrique can't run an offense. She has another kill. Y'all hating on Enrique. Y'all better stop with that silliness. She didn't fry Asia. Crump. That's what Krung said. She didn't fry Asia. You right. You're right. Right. That's next year. That's next year, Mama. That's next year, Krunk. That's next year. That's not this year.
Actually,
That's
Jundal actually breaking. I shouldn't say breaking news. I saw this, but I forgot. Aaliyah Edwards also joined Unrivaled.
Aaliyah Edwards also joined Unrivaled. She will also be a part of the building. Shout out to Aaliyah Edwards. We love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Appreciate that, Aaliyah. I want to see her play. And better yet, you know what? No, keep going, because I was going to play my Angel Reset. I want to hear the last rookie. I didn't realize Kate Martin was a top 30 player, Brayden said.
Well, the game.
Kate, you're not there yet. Kate, you're not there yet, but you'll get there. Eventually, you'll get there, Mama. I think she will. I think Kate will get there eventually. Kate Money Martin was bait for CC. Hey, listen, Caitlin coming to Miami, y'all. You better get ready. Hey, tell Connor, get ready. Sip a few of the margaritas, the mojitos we got. Get ready, bro. Y'all go to Trump National and go play golf, bro. It's simple. It is so simple. We got what y'all need over here, man. It's simple. Very simple. Unrivaled got 2 left. Listen, if Caitlin was number 31, they'd still sign her up. You know, it don't matter if they got 30 or not. She'll still be on that team if she want to play. Unrivaled will have the 30 best players. He laughing. It's no longer the top 30. They changed the text on the website. Y'all mean. Y'all are mean. CC buys into the Unrivaled scam. I'll delete all my socials. Why? Why she can't play on Unrivaled if she chooses to? Why she can't go cook some people in Miami for 8 weeks if she wants to? Like, let that woman live, man. If she don't want to play, then don't let her play. If she want to play, then it's up to her. Let her play if she want to play. What you talking about, man? What are you saying, Jordan? Well, what's your thoughts on Kate Martin playing in Unrivaled? I think Kate will get better if she played on Unrivaled.
Kate Martin's just there to lure Caitlin Clark. That's all.
You think?
That's the whole point of it. Why else would she get invited?
Because Fee wants her on the team.
Bro, no one cares about Kate Martin.
Hey, Jordan, this is your quote right here. Jordan's theory about Unrivaled being a fake league for political leverage is seeming more and more likely by the minute. I'm going to read that again for TikTok. Jordan's theory about Unrivaled being a fake league for political leverage is seeming more and more likely by the minute. Jordan, if you want to expand on that for everybody on TikTok, make sure we at 10.9K. Let's see if we can get to 20, and let's see if we can get to 50. And Hendrix, yes, she is close with feet. Let's see if we can get to 20K likes. Let's see if we can get to 50 people on this TikTok live.
So I've been talking about this.
I appreciate y'all smashing that like button. I appreciate that, June doll. What are you saying?
So I've been talking about this with Jambari for a couple weeks now. That Unrivaled is just, I don't want to say it's fake because it's probably going to go through. It's a real league, but it's really just here to be leverage in the CBA. That's all it is, and nothing more, nothing less. I mean, is it a coincidence that the CBA, I mean, the players go on strike? Not go on strike, but like there's a chance of a strike. The CBA is gonna be renegotiated. Caitlin Clark shows up. Unrivaled happens, like viewership goes up. I mean, all this stuff is to attempt a renegotiation at the CBA contract that they're unhappy with because they need to gain leverage in the renegotiation process. That's
Mo Diddy was goody. Keep going, Jordan. As far as that though, I mean, so to your point,
that's I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, I hope it's Fee. I don't think Fee and okay. Do I think it's all it is, Jordan? No. Do I think 2 things can be true? Where Fee and Breanna is like, hey, we'll use this league in addition to having. I don't think it's a fake league. Let me just say that. I don't think it's a fake league. I'm gonna be there. I don't think it's a fake league. Jordan, you'll probably be there too if you want to be there.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's a fake league.
But you can't tell me that it's like legitimate alternative competition to like you know what I'm saying? It's like it's definitely it's definitely a league, but it's like, why is it not an alternative 5-on-5 league then? If it's real, because it's bullshit.
The answer is because they knew they couldn't get. They knew that they could not get 60 people.
60 people. All right.
The reason.
Well,
I think that's the reason, honestly.
Okay, so we're playing 3-on-3, 70-foot courts. We're playing in. We're not playing with our teammates. We're playing with just randomized teams, I guess. We're playing in a city that doesn't have a basketball team in it.
Oh, Jordan.
I mean, what? It's literally just it's really just a bargaining chip in the CBA, which is why it's so important that Caitlin Clark signs on. And I think that's really all why Kate Martin's here, just to see if they could lure Caitlin Clark into the league. That's it.
Somebody put Brett put it's ludicrous, but he also wrote $8.99 for an Unrivaled access pass. I have no clue if that's true or not.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's true. If that's true, that's a really good. That's a great deal, by the way. That's a great deal. I don't know if that's true, but that's a great deal.
It's
$10 to watch Unrivaled for the whole year on TV. That's a great deal.
I just can't. I mean, why?
Like, he's bullshit. He's BSing. He's BS. I was about to say, Brett. I was about to say.
I thought he knew something that we didn't know. But even then, I mean, even if it's aired on sports, like even if it's on TNT, even if there's real people covering the league, the problem of this is to act as a renegotiation tool in the CBA to get more money. That, I mean, for like better stuff for the players. That's really all it is. And if people don't think that that's an actual thing that's happening or a play here, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, how can it not be?
Speaking of not knowing what to say, shout out to Ghost. I'm gonna leave this on my stream. So I'm gonna leave this on my stream. Hold up. Let me pull this comment up. Hold up. So he put Miami in the winner. Let's just read it. Let me put this on. He said Miami in a winner. Hell yeah, I'll be there. I want to go clown the new D Wade statue. And with that being said, I'm gonna put this. I gotta put this up here. I won't put a people. Speaking of that D Wade statue, my God, what did they do to my dog? They made him Zordon.
Oh
they
my
made
God.
Him Zordon.
Oh my God.
This is terrible. The Zordon. This is terrible. The D Wade statue is. This is Antoine Walker. He like. I have no clue what they did to my man's D Wade, bro. Shout out to Bam and Asia Wilson. I'm not gonna comment on their relationship too much. I'll leave it in here as Gilbert Arenas. If the two of them get married and have children, watch out for this kid. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. That I'm gonna leave it right there. If the two of them get married and have a kid, shout out to Bam, shout out to Asia. That's gonna be a monster. But the fact that they saying this D Wade statue looks like Lawrence Fishburne, this is ridiculous. So Miami in the winter, obviously D Wade, bro. I don't know what it. Okay, I'll say this real quick about D Wade. They need to tear this shit down and then rebuild it. Like, he's a nice man because he's playing PC, but he who is this guy? They need to tear that shit down. Miami finally get a statue of one of their favorite athletes. Tear this shit down and do it again, bro.
Well, apparently he was like looking at the statue, you know, like he checked in on its creation multiple times before it was finalized. So he kind of knew what was going on.
He didn't. I don't think he.
Yeah.
Even when he looked at it. I know. I saw the video where he was watching it making the.
I know.
There's no way that he looked at that.
Why did he say anything? Like,
when you saw it from Jump Street, it didn't look terrible. It was once it got like.
It's just his face that looks stupid.
Once it got finished, it was trash. The Matrix poster was crazy. Ghost, the Matrix poster. Let me read this comment by Ghost. If they hired Shaq for the Unrivaled media team, the socials will be wall-to-wall coverage of Rickea Jackson on bikinis in South Beach. Shit, not just Rickea. But yes, it would probably be something crazy. Shout out to Shaq Diesel for that, though. But yes, it probably would be something like that, honestly. D Wade is a real gentleman. He was being nice. He's like, oh, it's an artistic vision. Mo Diddy said Miss Reese is very beautiful. Let her know how you feel, boss. Get your bars off. Apparently, he signed off on it. D Wade actually helping to make that faces even more hilarious. D Wade, bro. He's D Wade, bro. I'm sorry. What did you rank? Okay, let's read this. Jordan, let's read this. What do you rank the 4 rookies who have committed to Unrivaled? Rickea Jackson to be number 1. Aaliyah Edwards probably be at 2. Oh, I lied. I'm sorry.
Angel Reese.
Right? Angel Reese would be number 1.
Right?
Rickea Jackson would be number 2.
Did you just say that Rickea is better than Angel Reese? I think you just said that. Can someone clip that?
Rickea is a better scorer than Angel Reese for sure. She's not a better player. She's not a better player. She's not a better player than Angel. She's not a better player.
Yeah, so I put Angel Reese first and then Rickea.
It'd be Angel, Rickea, Aaliyah, and Kate. I think we agree on that. Yeah. I think we
it's pretty straightforward.
Makeup and wig and a good camera can do magic. I don't know what that means, but I'm not gonna say too much because obviously y'all tripping. If you think Angel Reese is ugly, you tripping. Like that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. You tripping. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it right there at that. Artistic vision, Lord, amen. I don't disagree with you on that one. Rickea, Angel,
there's a comment, Jambari. There's a comment that said, what is it? I think it was June Doll that was saying that like the notion of using Unrivaled as a negotiation tactic doesn't make sense. What do you think about that?
Wait, one more time. What was your question?
The notion of using Unrivaled as a negotiation tactic doesn't make sense.
Jundo, why do you think it doesn't make sense to have Unrivaled as a negotiation?
Can you explain that? Because maybe I didn't explain it well enough.
Yeah, because he said you already have Europe. I mean, but players don't want to play in Europe or overseas. They'd rather play in America. And again, if you have Unrivaled, they can keep building. They can keep adding players in, especially if it goes well. Like I think it will. So I think it is. I think it's a real threat. And especially when you have a WNBA that's already lost money, the fact that you already have owners like Tom Brady, Carmelo Anthony, name the player, John Skipper, TNT, and a boatload of sponsors that are getting ready to pour money into Unrivaled. I think it's a threat. They got $100 million contract for a league that nobody's played in. I've never heard of this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's an honest, incredible threat. I'm not saying that they're going to take the WNBA out of business next year, but I think that they have a chance to if they keep moving forward in this trajectory.
But I don't think that's necessarily the question. It's like how I think the question is more like, what does a alternate league mean for leverage? What does that even mean? Like, what is the USFL?
It means players can go there and make $250K and not worry about making $70K in the WNBA for a year. And then they don't have to play in the W. They can just literally play in Unrivaled and say, fuck it, I don't want to play no more. Then what? What if let's say that there's a strike and all WNBA players say, fuck it, we go into Unrivaled and we're not playing in the W. They lost.
I think that's the part that people are missing. It's like that can happen. Like that could
absolutely happen. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah. That's what he's thinking on.
That happened in golf with the Live Golf Tour. Yes. Like it literally is like having an alternative league means that the actual league they're in, the WNBA, has to step up now because they see that there's an actual threat, to losing these people to a different league. Right now, it's in the offseason, but that could change.
He brought up a fair point, Jordan. He said, remember when Diana, I was about to say Deanna, and I want to read this thing. So let me read this before I get to June Doll's question. What does Carmelo own? He owns a piece of ownership stake in Unrivaled.
That's a great question. The truth is DT wasn't that important.
Let me read it for everybody. Jordan, before you answer it. He said, remember when Diana Taurasi left for a whole year? Did that make a difference to the collective bargaining agreement? That's so Jordan and Ghost and everybody else listening can understand. So what was your answer to that?
DT's not CC. CC is a literal game changer.
But then again, DT at the time was the same. DT at the time she was up there.
Not like this, man. And
no, not like this at all.
Not like this. Not like this.
No, not like this. Let me see. When the money shows up, heads fall, and there's no competition. So, what if Caitlyn walks in what if Thanos walk in that building? Is she gonna change? Y'all gonna sit up straight
into Unrivaled? Yeah.
Oh yeah. If Thanos walk in that building, y'all better get right. Or Clanos? I'm not gonna call it Clanos. That sounds too weird. I ain't gonna say that. Let me see this. Can y'all explain the $40 million annual loss? How did they not make money this year?
Exactly.
Because every single team does not have. If you have 10, let's say you have 13 Caitlin Clarks, right? They all gonna make money, but you don't have that. You got 2. You got Caitlin and Angel, and then you got Asia, and then obviously Enrique. Like those are the 4 teams that sold out consistently.
But even when they sell out, they're not selling out $20,000. $20,000. They're selling out $6,000, $7,000. That doesn't mean anything. That's not enough money to.
Las Vegas, no.
Vegas is what, like 11, 7, or it's not 20.
No, that's not 20. Mandalay Bay. I'm gonna pull up Mandalay Bay basketball seating. Let's see how many.
They could sell out everything. I think if they, I don't have the numbers in front of me.
It's 12,000.
I think if every team sold out every stadium, they might break even actually, because there's just it's just smaller stadiums,
Yeah.
So all of it really is going to come from TV money, which is why it's kind of sad that they didn't negotiate more in the TV deal.
Yes.
Because I saw Sonny put a comment about the TV deal, but it's like they could have gotten more in the TV deal. That's the issue,
Yeah, I do. I understand. Let's go into it. Let's get into it. Jordan, what's our next topic?
Revisiting the list. The top 25 list. Do you have any changes to your list at all?
I'm pretty solid with mine.
Are you happy with it?
I think I'm pretty. You know what though? If I could say this,
I'm having fun. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun.
I'm having fun right now.
Joe Miller.
Yeah. No, I don't think I have any more changes to my list, but I will say is we're gonna see next year. I think Phoebe before the end of the year will be a top 20 player, if not higher.
What was the biggest pushback you got on your list?
Biggest pushback probably. Let me pull up my list, and I'll tell you right now. Great question. That's a great question, Jordan. Let me pull up my list. Ghost, this is my top 25. You tell me if I'm crazy or not. Hold on, let me pull this up right now for y'all. Boom. All right, here we go. Let's pull it up. This is for Ghost. Ghost, what you think about this list and everybody else? All right, the biggest pushback that I got on my top 25. Oh, this is my old list. No, it's not. It's my new list.
Probably Phoebich.
Yeah, but I don't think that's too much pushback. It was probably Phoebich and Kayla McBride, but I want to say there might have been another one. Oh, two. Kelsey Mitchell should be higher. Kennedy Carter maybe ranked around the same. Yeah, probably 21, 22, and 25 are probably my biggest pushback. I don't think I got any higher pushback from anybody else. And Kelsey Plum, they said probably Aaliyah Boston, somebody said should have been ranked higher.
Yeah.
I assume. What's good, Jay? What's good? What's good, Jay? Long time, man. I assume the NBA. This is our WNBA top 25 list. Kelsey Mitchell never won a playoff game. Kayla McBride over Phoebich, I think, was pushed back. When you doing 26 to 50? Shay, we're gonna work on that today. I needed more time. We'll probably do that. When do you want to do? You want to do that? I ain't gonna say next episode. Probably give me 2 days. Give me 2 days, and I get y'all 20. Because if you want to analyze that, Breanna Jones gonna be on the list. Natasha Howard to be on our list.
Yes, all these people will be on the. Courtney Williams will be on the list.
Cunningham not on the list, Jordan.
I don't think she's gonna make my list either. Just a sneak peek. Just a sneak peek to this.
Rakia is top. So damn, Rakia should be top 30. Honestly, I think Rakia will be top 30. My apologies,
bro. You got 30 players right here. She's not here.
I probably would switch this up. I probably would put Rakia over Tiffany Hayes. I probably would switch Rakia with Tiffany Hayes, honestly, and maybe Natasha Howard. So Rakia is gonna probably make top 30. I'll put Rakia top 30. Let me see this. Jay, I appreciate you for coming back on, man. Listen, where were you? Listen, I did the same type of thing when we went to Europe. I took a break, man. I understand. But we back now. Sophie Cunningham. Look, for top 30, they got Sophie Cunningham. I don't know if she making our list, y'all. Marina Mayberry, she not gonna make top 30. She'll probably make top 40, top 50.
Top 40. I don't know. Marina Mayberry, dude, I watched a lot of Marina Mayberry in the playoffs.
She's not top 50, Jordan. You tripping?
I don't think she's top 30.
Oh, no.
And she might not be top 40 either.
She's top 50. I don't know if she's top 40. I gotta look. That's what I'm saying. I need to look into that a little bit more. Natasha Cloud and then Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams gonna be on top. Courtney Williams is my top 50.
Dude, I had Courtney Williams at 26. I think she just missed my list. Yeah, I had her at 26.
Let me put my last list up for y'all so y'all can kind of see it. Let me see. We'll pull that up. So that was this looks trash. Let me put this up for y'all versus that one. So this is my last list. But yeah, I don't know if Sophie will probably make that, and Courtney Williams is probably gonna make. What's going on? Here we go. So this is my last list, y'all. All right. Can you zoom in? Of course I can. I got you.
Did Dwyane Bonner fell out of your list, bro?
Yeah, she did.
You had her at like 24 before the playoffs, and now she's like not even 30.
I told y'all once they made All-Star, I was putting them on my top 25. If you're an All-Star, you got to make top 25. So this is my top 25 list. Jordan, good question. Where would you rank Gabby Williams with the small sample size? Gabby Williams top 50.
Yeah, for sure.
I might have. She could go as high as 30 for me. I probably wouldn't put her at 30. I probably put her top 40. I probably will have her in my top 40. And thank you for that, Crump.
She's probably my top 40. And I also count like Olympic performance as well. I thought sure. she did well there too. So
Olympic performance, she's up there. Gabby,
yeah.
Just above the drama she's Gabby just won a hoop. Remind me of one of my favorite players too.
Yeah, it's crazy because like whenever I think about these players that played for different countries that played against Team USA, Like, can you imagine Phoebich, Sably, Gabby Williams, and like on the other side you see Asia Wilson, Breanna Stewart, Kalia Copper, like, and that's the whole team. And then when those people check out, who checks in? Like Kelsey Plum, like it's just only monster. It's the Monstars, you know.
Yes.
So those performances to me, those Olympic performances by the non-Americans mean a lot.
Cam would have won Rookie of the Year. I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. Who does Gabby remind you of, Spill? I don't know what you mean by that. Marina Johannes. She's a great player. She's coming back next year, Jay. She's coming back next year. Let me see. Cam. I don't know if Cam would have won Rookie of the Year, honestly. I'm not gonna say that.
No, she wouldn't have. No way.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Not after the year that Caitlin had, and I mean,
Cam,
I don't even.
Cam got to make first team All WNBA over John Quell and Alyssa Thomas and Breanna Stewart, and this is the same thing with Angel Reese. You got so many forwards and bigs at that position.
You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it.
Not never. You just better have the best of the best of the best.
Rookie year.
Yeah, that's your rookie
year. No,
that's your rookie year. Not best of the best of the best, sir. No, not that. Not that. Gabby stealing minutes from Horston, that bothers me a little bit. Jordan Horston's a great player. She had a great rookie year. She had a great sophomore year. But I think Gabby is a better player than Jordan Horston, honestly. I think Gabby's a better player than Jordan Horston.
I don't
think she's stealing minutes. I think she kind of is just a better player. Honestly, watch more basketball. Who put that? Did you follow her depoy? Wait, rewind. Brett, what you mean, Brett? He said, did you follow her depoy stats, buddy? Honestly, watch more about. Who are you talking about? And you got to make that. Oh, Cam would make you got to. Yeah, but Cam played 13 games, Brett. So with Cam led the league in blocks. But the issue with Cam is when she was on the court, and yes, I used to talk to Cam Bring. I've talked to her before the season, after the season, during the season.
I saw those.
Yeah. With the thing with Cam is she just needed to get stronger, just like any big in the game that's coming in their rookie year. She needed to add more weight on her body, and she got into foul trouble a lot.
Which will come.
It's common, but it also plagued her in college a little bit. So, but that just comes back to the way she's built. So she just had to literally, her anticipation, her timing, her shot blocking, her positioning is amazing. And the fact that she can stretch the floor as a big, and she was developing offensively. She has great touch around the rim, great hands. She can run in transition. I'm all with you with the Cam Brink love. I'm all with you on that. That's why
she was on pace to have this like unreal block percentage.
Yes.
Like it was like 8.9% or something. And then the second best player in the league was Asia Wilson at 6%. She was like 3% higher than second place when she was 50% better, like blocking percentage wise, like advanced stat wise, than Asia Wilson, who was second. She was playing unbelievable rim protection. It was historic.
Guess who they blocked? She was dominating. But if Angel was a candidate that early, she can shoot threes, though. You're not telling me anything. Brett, you got to help me understand what you're trying to say, honestly. I would love to bring you up here and we could talk about it a little bit more. Let me read this, though. He said Kelsey Mitchell should be higher on my list. Ghost, where are you putting Kelsey on this list? He said Plum should be lower. Kelsey Mitchell should be higher. So I'm gonna ask you what numbers would you rank everybody in this situation? Let us know. I want to know. Because I think Kennedy Carter is a better player than her. I think Ryan Howard is a better player. I'm talking about specifically guards, right? Kelsey Plum, Skylar Diggins, Jewel Lloyd, Sabrina. Enrique. You tell me what guard you're gonna put over Kelsey. I mean, if you want to say Ryan, I'm not gonna say yes. I would laugh at you. I like if Ryan were next to Kaylin, she would have did work. If Ryan were next to Kaylin, she would have did work. Let me read this. Can you coach Enrique? Of course you can. She's awesome. Let me read this one too. I love Kelsey, but she's just a shooter. She's a great shooter. She's not just a shooter. She's a damn good shooter though. And NECA over Satu this season, yes. Not overall. I would have. That's funny that you say that. I probably would have had. I told Jordan this too before the stream. I would have had Satu top 5, but I can't justify it yet.
Yeah. We talked about like Satu's like a top maybe 5 talent. You know, she's just good at so many things. But I couldn't put it that high.
I'm gonna add y'all on in 10 more minutes. My fault. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna add y'all on. Give me like 10 more minutes. I'll put y'all up on the live. You can leave your request there. I got you. Kennedy is top 2 in the league for points in the paint, highest as guard. Yes, and she shot damn near 50%, which is incredible. That's incredible for a guard. She shot like 47%. That's incredible. Yeah. That's not good. Where's KG at? I have no clue. Who do you think is? I don't know what your questions are. Mitchell is more consistent than Sabrina. Mitchell doesn't pass or rebound. Mitchell is not more consistent than Sabrina.
Kelsey Mitchell is more consistent than Sabrina.
No, she's not. No, she is not. Listen, no. You're not gonna do that to her. The girl had one bad series, and fine. If y'all want to say bad playoff, that's fine. Olympic, y'all tripping? Hell no. I'm sorry. Hell no. If you put Sabrina,
I don't know.
Jordan, come on, you tripping, dog. You tripping.
I had Kelsey Mitchell at 15, and I had Sabrina at 13, so they're not that far from each other on my list.
Wait, say that one more time.
I had Sabrina at 13 on my list, and I had Kelsey Mitchell at 15 on my list. So they weren't that far from each other.
Nah, you tripping. One of them made second team All WNBA. One of them did not. One of them was 5th in MVP voting or 6th in MVP voting, and one of them was not.
Dude, these are probably the 2 teams I watched the most this year. Out of everyone in the league. New York next year. I watched a bunch of back. I know.
She gonna hate you.
What? Because
you gonna get the Kelsey Plum treatment. You gonna get the Kelsey Plum treatment I get from Sabrina.
Because I'm covering them. Because I'm covering her. I can't be objective. Like, dude, she did not. She did not.
A little harsh. You've been a little harsh. Just a little bit.
Have I been harsh?
Not you. Not just you. It's not just you, Jordan. I think a lot of people are having they're forgetting the type of player she is because she had a bad series. And again, she shut them up with the game winner. I'm not gonna take that away, even though it was tied.
I'm not taking that away from her either. But
she gave us one of the hardest photos in the Olympics. Are you kidding me? Like, do we not remember what she did? Like, I'm not. Stop it, bro. Like, she had a bad series.
You're glazing. Huh? You're glazing. You're glazed donuts right now. You're glazed donuts.
Y'all tell me, am I glazing? Y'all tell me if I'm glazing. Give Kennedy over Ryan. Never that. Brett, I have a wife. He asked her for boyfriends. I have a wife. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That was stupid. That's so Lady Ash said the list wrong. Lady, I got you because Caitlin not number 1. I got you. I'm my fault. Kelsey was more consistent in the second half of the season. Let me see. Yeah, you are. Hey, Barry said I'm glazing.
I know you are.
Y'all making it seem like I'm a Sabrina Glazer. I told y'all I was critical of her too, but y'all are making it seem like she trash, and that's disrespectful.
She went 1 for 19 against the best defense in the league.
That's all y'all can bring up. That's all you can. She went 8 or 20 or 81 for the whole series. That's the only thing y'all can bring up. That's the only thing y'all can bring up.
What about the? Hold on. First of all, what about the finals? What about the finals from last year? She played bad too.
Okay, cool. Alex Rodriguez played bad in the finals at a World Series. Does that mean he's trash? Like, what are we talking about? Like, athletes play bad at that's minuscule. Minuscule. I didn't say she's the best player on her team.
How did you get these photos ready to display? Dude, that's so funny. You knew that I was gonna call you a glazer. So you had all these photos of Sabrina holding this championship of hers, this fraudulent WNBA champion.
Tabs, if you're watching, just know I think y'all know how I think she's good. Y'all tripping. I don't think she's as bad as y'all think she is. Let me read. Sabrina is not top. I don't think Sabrina's top 5. Maurice said Stewie should be number 1. I disagree. I think if we're doing all time, Stewie should be number 1. But we're not. I mean, I'm talking about compared to Asia, but not now. Not now. She's not number. Lady Ash, what you mean by 5? Number 5 is wrong. John Quelch, what do you mean by 5? She was hurt all year. All these hard-working women that's played before, and she is at number 4. Y'all got to help me understand. Where would you put Clark on this list then? Bro, you got JJ at number 3. I don't got JJ. I got JJ at 5. Let me see. Right now, Stewie is not better than Asia Maurice. Let's pull up the numbers since I'm happy he said that. I'm so happy he said that. Stewie is not better than Asia right now. Asia Wilson not. Sorry. I love Stewie, but she not. She not, and like I can't justify it by any metric. Breanna, A'ja Wilson is number one. And if we talk about defense alone, she's number 1 or 2 in every defensive metric. Now let's look at offensively where the two of them rank. A'ja Wilson. Oh, this is head to head. So I'm gonna pull up. Let me pull up just this year alone. So this is head to head. It's 9-8. Jordan, if you want to read this out while I'm finding this next metric, but where do you stand on that? A'ja versus Stewie right now, I guess.
I mean, I think A'ja Wilson's peak is higher. Stewie just has so many accomplishments, like all time. I'd probably still put A'ja ahead of Stewie, even though she has more rings than her. More. I mean, I think she's been in the league like 2 years longer or something like that.
Yeah, 2 years longer.
I think, but I think A'ja Wilson's peak is just higher.
And
I mean,
speaking of peak, go.
I mean, she's got 3 MVPs, right? Three MVPs, and she already has a couple championships as well. I still think that Wilson is the all-time great better player, and she's the better player right now.
Let's do it like this. So for everybody that's telling me that Stewie is better than A'ja right now, and please make sure y'all. I appreciate you, Brett. I appreciate the piece. Make sure y'all like the live. Let's see if we can get to 20K likes. Let's see if we can get to 50 people. We're 20 people away, y'all. I appreciate it. Breanna, again, Maurice, I'm not disagreeing with you if you're talking about all time. Breanna, I appreciate that. I don't know how to say your name, but with the Miss 41, BR with the 41. Yes, Stewie has more MVPs. She has more accolades. Again, she's 2 years older than A'ja Wilson. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. If you're talking about all-time Mount Rushmore right now, I would probably, and I am going to probably say it's Stu over A'ja, and it's not honestly a contest. If you're telling me as of October 29th, 2024, who is the better player, I'm going to just read these stats out. One person averages more points. They average more rebounds. They average more steals. They average more blocks. They shoot better from the field goal. They shoot better from 3. They have a better effective field goal percentage. They're number 1 in defensive overall rating, and in defensive win shares. And they had arguably one of the highest PERs in basketball history. And that person is A'ja Wilson. It's not even a question, man.
Yeah.
It's not even a question. It's not a question. Who had a better year?
Question.
Stewie won a ring this year. A'ja got him. I'm not disagreeing that. I think I just missed what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I think anyone that thinks that Stewie's better than A'ja is like, well, one won the championship this year, and Stewie did beat A'ja in the playoffs this year. So that's
better.
Yeah, that's probably what part of the argument is, but
I mean, shit. Let's go to defensive metrics. A'ja Wilson,
he's really good on defense too, though.
Win share is better. Defensive win share is better. Offensive win share is better. Obviously, her usage is more. I mean, true shooting percentages, A'ja, PER is A'ja. Like, there's no. It's not a contest, bro. It's not a contest at all. It's not a contest, and she's 2 years younger. It's not a contest. Stewie folded last year against A'ja. Now, y'all gotta come on our live when they announce the new coach. We will be lit. Ash, y'all just send me the invite. I told you, send me the invite. I'm there anytime you need us to be there. Top 4 should be common sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yep, that's 4. If y'all want to say Stewie's better than her, I'm good with that. Let's see. A'ja had a better statistical year, which means she's better. That literally means she's better. Stewie was letting Sabrina eat this year. Apparently, not to y'all. Y'all telling me Sabrina wasn't doing nothing this year. Y'all saying she a bum. So I disagree with that. Y'all telling me she a bum, so I don't want to hear that. Are you telling me Arike is not above Clark? I think all WNBA is telling you, and the media is telling you, and coaches are telling you. Yeah. I think everybody's telling you that. Yeah. I will put Caitlin over, and I love Arike, but I would probably put Caitlin over Arike.
Yeah, so would I. She brings more to winning. But it wasn't back to Sabrina for a second. It wasn't just the stats. It was the eye test too. We watched, we even live streamed the finals together. How many times was she just running up and down the baseline, not even calling for the ball, just not even being a distraction? She was also running from the moment. Like we were watching this together live in the finals.
Who, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She played horrible, like stat wise and eye test wise. She failed both ways.
Yeah. There was times where Sabrina was running to the corner.
Yeah,
I saw that. She was passing the ball, running
definitely.
in that corner.
Yeah,
passing that thing back to lady.
What was the most
on the baseline when they would swing it? I know.
Also, what was the most common occurrence that we kept complaining about on this live? It would be
Shoot
like
the ball. Shoot the freaking ball.
Jonquil is being harassed or something, with all these like off-ball defenders, and Sabrina is not running over to get the ball from Jonquil, who's being swarmed by defenders. So it showed a lack of like basketball IQ, running from the ball, not helping out your teammate, missing shots in general. It was eye test, basic stat wise, advanced stat wise, eye test wise. It was bad. It was really bad.
He said, can you do 1v1s? What you mean by that, Barry? Barry, what you mean by that? Can you do 1v1s? I don't know what you mean by that. The comments. Let's see. We almost at 20K likes, y'all. Let's see if we get the 50 people on this thing. They love the list, by the way. They debating on this list. Ain't no way y'all telling me Angel Reese is better than Kelsey Mitchell. Stats will tell you that. Stats will tell you that Angel Reese is better than Kelsey Mitchell. And better yet, I'm gonna give you all of my stats right now. Number one, Angel Reese, when she was healthy, look at that. We got 32. We almost at 50. Angel Reese had 17. She was number 17 in overall defensive rating in metrics for the regular season. That's the first stat. Second stat, she was number 12 in efficiency. We can pull it. Let me pull this up, Jordan. I'll let you keep. You can speak it right quick while I pull it.
Yeah. So this is not my list. This is Jambari's list. I do not co-sign.
He had her at 15. He had her at 15. Jordan had Kelsey Mitchell at 15.
She's really good, dude.
She is the 15th best player in basketball according to Jordan.
She's an assassin, one-on-one assassin. She bailed out the Fever on so many possessions with like a one-on-one three.
She's 15. She's not
created offense.
She's not 15. I don't think Kelsey Mitchell will say she's 15.
All right, bro. You could keep shooting the ball off the rim and rebounding it, and then putting it back up and rebounding it, and
she's
then
not 15.
And then putting it in.
I love Kelsey Mitchell. I hate critiquing them because I talk to these players. I hate critiquing them like this, but I'm like, she's not better than Angel. If you're telling me right now, let's start this. If you had a Lauren, let's talk about it, Lauren. Look, Lauren, if I could put CC at number 1, I would, but I can't because she can't be that good.
Lauren, I did not put CC at 4.
I put her at 4. Are you damn right? I put her at 4. What number are you putting her at, Lauren? Y'all telling me where you ranking Caitlin on this list? But you crazy as hell if you think she's not top 5.
Skylar Diggins-Smith is SDS.
Barry, let me add you up. Barry, you're going to be the first. That's a great. Barry, what you got to say about that? I love that take. He said, let's add people for the 1v1. What you got to say, Barry? Talk to us. I love that idea.
What up? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. What's good? Talk to spit your piece, man. We here to sing your glory.
So I think the top 5 is great. I think Jonquil Jones is top 5. I don't care what no one says.
Let me put my drum roll for the live. Go. You can say that again.
Is that Barry? Is it okay to have her at 6?
Hell no. He said she's top 5.
I got her at 6, Barry.
I think she's top. I think Jonquil's a top 5 player.
Finals MVP, best center in the league. You damn right she's top 5. Talk that gospel.
Me personally, I will take Arike over Alyssa Thomas.
I probably would too, but I can't say that her numbers don't justify it yet.
I mean, yeah, I get that, but I would still take Arike. That's just my opinion.
I ain't going to
Thomas game. I'm just not a fan of it. But I will say Alyssa Thomas is better defensively. But I think Arike's game is more fun for me to watch. I like her game.
I mean, yeah, I think we agree on that. We agree on that.
Let's see.
Kelsey, let me ask you this. Kelsey Mitchell top 15 or no? Hurry up and say no.
Hold on. Think about it, Barry.
Let that man say no.
I think she's top 25.
Thank you. So she's not top 15? I appreciate that, Barry.
All right,
she's not top 15.
Bring someone else on.
I will say this, though. I like NECA in the top 10.
NECA, I got her at 7.
I will say this, though. I like NECA in the top 10.
I'm gonna mute you right quick because your phone doing that. Anybody else that want to request? I love that 1v1 thing. Anybody else that got something to say about this? I'm gonna do that. Y'all request in. Barry, if you get your mic fixed, okay, you good?
Sorry, I don't know what happened, but let me see. Let me get the rest of this list. Jackie Young, top 15. That's not a bad. I like that.
I got a solid list, Jordan. Oh, yeah, that shit. I got a solid list.
So I had NECA at 9. I had Jackie Young at 17.
17 is too low. That's too low. I think that's low. Wait, who do you have over Jackie Young? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Who are the guards you got over Jackie Young, Jordan?
Caitlin Clark. Arike.
Ash, I'm going to bring you up next for the 1v1.
Breanna. Kelsey Mitchell, Kennedy Carter.
I think
because you have to think about it, it's probably right. Just this year, not historically, just this year.
Okay. Well, all right. Let me see.
I'm gonna give you another minute. We got some other requesters. I appreciate y'all for requesting. And Barry, I do appreciate you joining in.
Yeah, thanks for the call, Barry.
25. That's actually, I think that's not a bad take.
Really?
I don't think that's crazy.
Just say that it's a good take, so we can move on.
It's a good take.
All right.
I appreciate that, Mike.
I think 25 is kind of good for Phoenix.
Hey, Barry, I'm gonna bring you back. You can come join in. Let me add in Ash. Wait, I thought you had Ash was here. Let me bring in Lady Ash. Let me see what she got to say about this list.
How's it going,
Barry?
Lady?
If y'all want to request in, y'all just request in. We're gonna do the 1v. I love that. It's a good idea, Barry. We're gonna do the 1v1s. Let me see if she on here. She come. Let me up. Katie, I'm gonna let you up. Ash actually invited first. She asked first though. Let me ask her up first. Okay, Maurice want to talk. I'm gonna put Maurice up here too.
Go ahead, Lady Ash.
Let me see. Is she Ash not coming? Let me see. All right, Ash, I'm gonna circle back to you. Let me know when you're ready. Let me put Katie up here right quick. Katie, talk to me. I'm crazy with my list.
Nah, you're not crazy, but listen, I got a message for KG.
How can you come here and have a message for someone else? Look at the fuck.
And let me tell you something. Phoenix is better than Jackson offensively by the metrics, by the analytics.
Rakia.
She's a better, more efficient, better scorer than Jackson by the analytics. Now KG is saying that's not the case. I want him to explain to me how that's not the case. Because I got proof that she's better offensively. Literally proof that she's better offensively.
Okay. Well,
when you hear this numbers, you're gonna be like, "Oh no, yeah, that makes a lot of sense." So KG, come up here real quick.
KG, I'm gonna bring you up, but hold on. I'm gonna bring KG up. KG, I gotta keep listening. I appreciate that, Katie. Let me bring up Ash because Ash was waiting patiently. Let me bring up Ash. Maurice, you up next, and then we'll go to Mike, and then I'm gonna bring up KG.
Why you just let one person come up at a time?
Because I thought it was really interesting.
Because it's more organized, and also people get to speak their thoughts more. But go ahead.
Yes.
That's cool.
I'll bring y'all all on in a minute, but yeah, keep going. What were we gonna say, Ash? I appreciate that.
Nah, it's Caitlin number 1.
Over Asia?
Yeah, Caitlin. And then I go Nafisa and then Asia.
So,
and then I'm gonna put Jonquel over Breanna.
So okay, did I get the top 5 right or no?
You got Jackie at number 12 when she should be over Kalia Copper.
I don't mind that. That's one of my favorite point guards in the game. I don't mind that.
And Barry, I'm gonna cook you too because you said Mitchell is not top 20, not top 15. That's crazy, dude. What?
Okay. Let me ask you. So
hold on.
Go.
Where would you put Kelsey Mitchell on this list?
I put Kelsey number 9.
Number 9. Okay, so I had her at 15 on this list. I thought she's a very good player, credible offensive assassin. Don't you think 9's kind of high?
Yeah, I do. She's a top scorer.
So you're saying that the Fever had the number 1 player in the league last year and the number 9 player in the league last year?
That's horrible.
Nah, she led the WNBA in clutch time scoring this year. She averaged like 20 points. She averaged 20 points a game, and she led the league in scoring in clutch time scoring.
Kennedy Carter is better than her.
Who?
Kennedy Carter is better.
Kennedy Carter is not better than Kalia Copper.
Huh?
Kennedy Carter is not better than Kalia Copper.
Yes, she is.
I would. She wish she was. She's not better. I love Kennedy, but she ain't better than Kalia Copper. Not yet. You know, Kalia is a Finals MVP, Lady Ash.
Huh?
That's a Finals MVP.
I know.
Okay. As long as you know, let me.
I know what's on the paper, but I think. Well, I won't get into that, but somebody said that Asia should be number one, but in my opinion, she shouldn't.
Let me ask you this before I bring up because we got like 5 other people on the live. Let me ask you this. Jules said this. Can you be top 5 if you never won a championship? Lady Ash, I'm gonna let you handle this because these people be hating on Kaylin. Can you just end this comment right quick for him?
I mean, it's simple. You can.
Thank you. I mean that's just simple. Yeah, it's simple. That's simple. Lady Ash, I appreciate you. Bring me on your live when they get this new coach. Let me bring on these other people.
All right.
Let's see. I got Maurice. So the order is gonna be Maurice, and then it's Maurice, Mike, KG, Barry, and we'll get to Scott. Scott's a new one. Appreciate you. Maurice, talk to me, man. What's good? This list, I'm crazy. Kelsey Mitchell top 15. Am I crazy? We crazy? What we thinking on this?
What's going on, bro?
What's good, Emo?
Listen, I'm not going to be too long because I want everybody else to get a chance to talk. I just want a question for you because you're saying you're basically basing your list off of stats or who had a better statistical year, basically who's the better player, right?
Yes.
Because you're saying Asia is better than Breanna because she had a better year statistically.
Yes. She had a much better year. So she had a much better year. Not better, much better.
All right. So was there ever a point in either Russell Westbrook or James Harden's career where they was considered better than Stephen Curry? Because Westbrook averaged 30-point triple doubles, like if I'm not mistaken, 3 years in a row. Was he ever considered better than Steph Curry because he was having a better statistical year?
I would never say those two words. Never. I would never say that.
So why does your logic work for the WNBA but it doesn't work for the NBA?
I can explain that.
Why does it work for Asia Wilson,
I can explain that. I can explain that right now if you're gonna answer. She beat her last year. And she proved that she had a better statistical season.
Breanna Stewart just recently beat her this year.
But does that mean she's better because she beat her this year?
It's not a one-on-one.
You just said it. It's not one-on-one. You just said it. It's not one-on-one.
But you just say Asia Wilson is better because she beat her last year. But we were talking about last year's championship.
Okay.
Breanna Stewart just won the championship this year.
So let me say this. So coming into this year, she beat her. She won Finals MVP. Then she had the greatest single season that a WNBA players had in scoring history. She was number 1 in defensive rating, right? Or number 2, depending on which metric you're looking at. Yeah, she had a better year. She outplayed her. She outplayed her.
Your logic doesn't work with the men, though.
Oh, because we know that Steph is better than Russ. We know that Steph is better than Russ.
All the analytics. I understand situations. Breanna Stewart was in chill mode. You can clearly tell this year she really was taking a back seat and trying to let Sabrina Ionescu shine. Breanna Stewart then did everything she had to do. She's all about winning championships at this point.
That's facts.
So she's going to play her
best
basketball.
That's facts. Yeah.
That's facts. But okay, so look. So who had the best? You said her best basketball happens in the playoffs, and I agree. And that's literally why I picked New York to win the chip. And I said that they're going to win because can't nobody guard Stewie for everything that you just said. But you can't tell me Asia did not outplay Stewie this season.
Right.
I agree with you, but I still know that Breanna Stewart's a better basketball player. Regardless of what Breanna Stewart, she's basically in LeBron mode right now. She can coast through the regular season. She's not out here trying to win MVPs. Point. Asia Wilson was trying to win this MVP this year.
That's a fair point. If you want to go that route, I won't argue too much because honestly, so Maurice, to your point, I really felt like putting Stewie above Asia in this list. But once I looked at the numbers and everything that I couldn't. I can't. I'm not going against it.
Now you got somebody in the comments saying, but JJ won MVP. Andre Iguodala won the Finals MVP with Steph on his team.
But she not. JJ's not. JJ's one of. She's not Andre Iguodala. JJ's an MVP in her own right.
Now I'm looking at your list. I agree with it. It's just I'll make a few changes. Like I will put Sabrina a little higher. I'm not going to
Sabrina higher. Hold on. Talk that. No. I gotta pause you right there. Sabrina higher where? Where are you putting Sabrina?
I would put her maybe either slightly ahead of or above Arike.
Oh no.
I will put her around 8 or 9.
What's funny is I almost had her at 9, but I had to put her at 11. I had her at 11 and I kept her at 11. I was like, there's no way she's.
I will put her a little higher than what she is. I'm not going to overreact to how she. And Son's saying, "Are you in New York?" No, I'm from Jersey. I just like Breanna. Well, obviously, I fuck with Breanna Stewart, so you can hear I'm going hard for her.
Katie's funny.
I'm not going to overreact to, you know what I'm saying, Sabrina Ionescu. She's in her 3rd year. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to overreact to her struggling in the finals.
I agree with that because a lot of them be hating. Maurice, a lot of them be hating on her for that.
Sabrina's in her 5th year.
Nah, but they still be hating on Sabrina for having a bad finals run. A lot of them be hating on Sabrina for that, and I don't want to hear that. I don't. She had a good year. I don't want to hear that.
No, yeah, she had a great year.
Of course,
like
absolutely.
She's a great basketball player. She just struggled in the finals. Like, I'm not going to hold that against you.
Absolutely.
Like, I still understand you're still a great basketball player.
I appreciate that, Mo. Now
with the Angel Reese thing, Angel Reese don't even belong on this list, bro.
Of course she does.
Angel Reese, she's not better than. So you were saying Angel Reese was the best player on her team last year?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Hell no, she wasn't better than Carter.
Absolutely.
I don't think she was better than what's the other big bitch name you got?
Cardoso.
You know,
Cardoso,
yeah. I don't think she's better than Cardoso. And I don't even think she was better than Mabry. They should have kept Mabry.
Nah.
They should have kept Mabry and got rid of Angel Reese.
I appreciate the piece, my brother. Let me bring out some other people right now. Maurice, please come chime back in. We have like 5 other people in the live that I want to bring in. I really interesting takes. Obviously, I don't want y'all calling women any derogatory words. So let's make sure we're not calling these young women or women. Obviously anything that they wouldn't want to hear. We're not calling our mothers or grandmothers. All right, let me. So I said it was Mike. So we got Mike, KG, Barry, and then Scott. Actually, I'm sorry, Mike, Scott, and then it's KG. And then KG, I got you. So let me put a Mike. Talk to me, Mike. and Mickey, to answer your question, is who? It's right now. This is a right now list, not an all time.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
How you doing, Mike?
How's it going, Mike?
With 1 through 10, I don't have much problem with that.
I like that.
11 and 12, pretty good.
Nice.
Where I start having a little bit of question is around 13 through 20. I would say that I like Mitchell better than Plum or Skylar. Just
yes.
A little bit. So personally, I would put
Why?
Mitchell above. Well, I think her scoring impact and stuff, I think she had a much bigger impact, and especially the second half of the season, she was extremely consistent. And you look at her shooting percentage, they were off the charts as well too. She was pretty efficient. So
Mike, Mike, where would you put Kelsey Mitchell on this list, Mike?
But Kelsey didn't have any assists or rebounds much to speak of. Other than her 17, Skylar had 15 points and 6 assists. So,
Mike, Jordan had a question for you.
Mike, where would you put Kelsey Mitchell on this list, if not 22?
Like I said, I would put her at least 15, maybe above Jewel at 14.
15.
I think that's fairly reasonable.
Jambari, I'm not crazy, man. I also put her at 15.
But Mike already said it. She averages more assists. She averages more steals. She averages more blocks. Obviously, Kelsey Mitchell shoots better, but defensively, it's not even a question. Skylar is the best guard between the 3 of them or 4 of them.
Well, but that wasn't Mitchell's role. Mitchell's role wasn't to assist, and Mitchell's role wasn't to play defense. Mitchell's role was to score, and she did it at a high clip and very efficiently. So she did her role. And she did it well.
She didn't. I don't think she performed her role better than Skylar. So for the record, Kelsey averaged 16.8 to Skylar 16.5. Skylar averaged more rebounds, more. She did everything better, and she shot 1 percentage point lower than than Kelsey Mitchell.
Not the second half of the season, she did.
And played better defense.
But look at the 3-point shooting.
One aspect.
So that's my take. So
I hear you.
That's 6% better, Jambari.
Ryan Howard, I think she's better than Angel Reese. I would put her probably Reese at maybe right where Erica Hamby's at right around 19 or 20.
I had her around that. That's not bad. I don't mind that. It's not too far.
And the rest of them are pretty decent. Dejanay and Ezzy, they're fine. You could maybe flip-flop them, but I'm okay with that.
I was thinking that too.
Phoebich is a good take. Now, I like Alicia Gray, but, you know, I'm fine with Phoebich up there, too. She's not a bad take. They're both very effective at what they do, but so...
Good takes, Mike.
That's a solid take.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Mike. Some solid takes. Let me add in.
It sounds like Mike agrees with my list a lot.
Scott, you're up next. KG, you're on deck. And then Barry on deck. Anybody else want to join? Y'all join in. What's goody? Appreciate it. Y'all chime in on the live. Scott, talk to us. What's goody? Frank the Tank. What's good, Frank? We're doing good.
What's up, Scott? How's it going?
Okay, good. Okay, so here, I'm not going to debate or anything like that. I just have an opinion about some of the players and where I think they rank at on here.
Yeah, please.
And let me come with, first of all, stats and everything else like that, because what I do is I watch the game. Now, I do see the stats after
Absolutely.
the game. I go into my phone. I got the NBA app, WNBA app. So I do look at that because I think that's the game within the game. And I don't think a lot of people look at that. So what I think is when I seen Kennedy Carter play this year, first of all, that shocked me because I seen something in her that I did not see in a lot of other guards. Now, she is one of 5 guards that I think are 4 guards that can play, that can completely create her own shot. But what I seen her do against Las Vegas, because I live in Las Vegas, so I'm an Aces fan.
Absolutely.
I'm a bigger Chicago Sky fan because I'm actually from Illinois. What I seen Kennedy Carter do against one of the best teams and even defensive teams was unbelievable, and I didn't see anybody else do that to them.
Yes.
Not another guard.
It's true. She had a 30-piece against them. Yeah, she played well.
Las Vegas and dropped 34
yeah,
on us
she played well.
She came here and did that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen another guard do that to the Las Vegas Aces.
True.
I mean, Kennedy Carter is, to me, one of the best individual ball players I have ever seen in the WNBA.
Nice. That's some glowing praise. Good for you. That's some glowing praise for her.
When I see her, because what I do is I watch the players and what they do. Kelsey Mitchell, another thing, and I'm so glad somebody mentioned this. She actually averaged 19 points a game, and she only let's just say, she came in to Caitlin second in scoring only on the last game of the playoffs. Caitlin only outscored her by 2 points. The whole year, the whole season, Kelsey Mitchell led the Fever in scoring. Total points. She led the month of August. Look at the month of August, what she did. She averaged 25 points a game. No Kelsey Mitchell, no playoffs. Period. You're not going.
So are you putting Kelsey Mitchell over? Okay, better question. Are you putting Kelsey over Kennedy? That's how I felt. God. That's how I felt.
Why do you?
That's why I put Kennedy over Kelsey. That's why I had to ask you.
No. I agree with that part. I agree with the question. The question is just so hard for me. But I would put Kennedy over Kelsey. However, I would still put them both higher. Okay?
Really?
And I'm not going to say put them.
I agree.
Put them higher in this particular deal.
Now you got to tell me where, Scott. You got to tell me where. Okay. Kelsey Plum, Jewel Lloyd.
Okay. So here's one thing. Okay, so somebody said something about Kalia Copper, and I saw Kalia Copper play. One of the things I thought good about her was winning the Olympics in that last game.
That's right.
We watched the Olympics. I will give her that. But she did good in the first half of the season. But what I noticed is when she came back from the Olympics, and I don't know if it was because of the Olympics, and I know there was a schedule break and there was a lot of champions
as well.
Maybe that was what got to her, or whatever the case may be. But I didn't see the same MVP level of play from her. I thought. And so that's just my personal opinion. So like I said, I'm not here to debate. I think the list is fine for the most part. I think it's fine.
Let me put my drum roll.
To me, what they did, what I seen them do, amazing. I love this. I'm not a Fever fan. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not. Caitlin Clark is a good player, whole 9 yards, blah blah blah. But Kelsey Mitchell, when I seen what she does, and I agree with what somebody else said, she is there to score. She came out of Ohio State.
Yeah, Mike said that.
To score.
Yep.
She was out to score. So she's an off guard. She's not a point guard, or at least a 2 guard, if you want to call it that, or whatever. She's there to score, and that's exactly what she did. And so that's why I like what she did. She can do it without the assist. She can do it without the screen. She can do it without all that stuff. She can create off the dribble. Same thing with Kennedy. And when Kennedy came here and dropped 34 on us, dude, that hurt.
And
I love it because she did her thing, but it put my Aces one more game in a hole.
And so she had 25 against them too. It's not just a 30. She put up numbers against them. She had a 25-point game too.
You know what? completely right about that. That is crazy. And if it hadn't been for her,
it's true.
They wouldn't have gotten even one game against the Fever. Fever beat them 3 games out of 4. They only won that one game. And that was a great game, and I saw it.
Can I read the Kennedy Carter stat line from the Las Vegas game in Las Vegas? They won. Chicago did 93-85 in 30 minutes. Kennedy Carter scored 34 points, had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, and shot. She shot nearly 60% from the floor.
Dude, that is crazy.
It is crazy.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
That type of player.
That is
crazy.
crazy.
A player do things like that. And then toward the end of the season, not even toward the end of the season, but really toward the middle part of the season, when it came time for clutch, what did they do? They put that ball in her hand at the top of the key and let her do her thing. And she did it to more than one person. That woman can play some basketball. And last point I'll make to everybody in here who's old school, because I'm old school. Guys, I'm in my 60s. I know I look like I'm in my 40s. That's a lie.
Yeah, seriously. You didn't look at that at all.
The one thing that always determined in my neighborhood who was the best player was one-on-one. It was never what you did. In my neighborhood, guys played on high school teams, and they were good, and some were better than others, and some had better stats. But when they had to meet each other one-on-one to see who was the better player, that's how we determined what it is. That's why I'm glad that Unrivaled is going to have a one-on-one tournament.
You hear this? You hear? Oh, so you're all for Unrivaled, too. Let me ask you this before I let you go. Should Caitlin play in Unrivaled?
Yes.
Really? Why?
This is why I think Caitlin should, because number one is 3-on-3, right? It's 3-on-3 basketball, which in my neighborhood is also a telltale factor because you can't hide a lot of stuff in 3-on-3. I think she's good enough to play against everybody that's there. That's kind of obvious, right?
Let me get my drum roll. Okay. This man preaching.
Because when it's 3-on-3, it really comes down to how good you are individually.
Seriously, because the court's smaller.
You can't hide in 3-on-3. You can't come off of too many picks. I mean, yeah, you set some picks here and there, but the long story short, it's mano a mano. And I want to see the best go against the best. So everybody wants to shout her praise and everything, and fine. I know she's a good basketball player. So I said, yeah, then go in here. Put it. I used to get pissed off when she didn't. This is probably bad, guys, but I used to get really pissed off when players would kind of roughhouse her, which is going to happen to rookies. So I didn't have a problem with that. But I thought she should have kind of bucked up against a few people, because as long as people push you around, it's only because you let them. And so when Caitlin at the end of the season started pushing people back,
that's it.
I'm not a Caitlin fan either. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, a player, I can still I didn't like the Boston Celtics, and I couldn't stand Larry Bird. The reason why I couldn't stand Larry Bird is because the last thing I wanted to see was the ball in his hands against one of my teams. Why? Because I knew he could make it.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Absolutely.
So you end up hating some people, even though they're really good, but you don't hate them because
you hate them because they're good.
You hate them because
it's like Kobe. It's just like Kobe.
Like, fuck, I don't want to see you. I don't want you to
like
yes, Jordan, just like Kobe.
Just don't give the fucking Larry.
Yes.
I don't care who shoots the ball. Just don't let Larry shoot it.
Just like Steve Nash.
And I'm not saying I don't want to compare her to Larry Bird yet. Let's be honest about that. But the long story short is, I wanted her to hit back, push somebody, to do something. Just don't let her push you around, because that, it proves your worth. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not
the biggest fan. I'm really not the biggest fan, because the WNBA to me, is kind of a slimy little organization sometimes. They're really kind of slimy.
I appreciate
all the improvements they made this year. Come on, y'all. All the percentages of everything going up, and they still have projected a $40 to $50 million loss. And I'm trying to say to myself, wait. Attendance is up, viewership is up, sales is up, and everything else. And how is it you still have? See, that's what I'm saying. This is slimy. What I do know is that the way these WNBA owners hide their money and report a loss every year, that I do know. That is a fact.
Well, I was gonna say, I appreciate that, Scott. I appreciate the listen and everybody else. I'm gonna bring up. We got some more commenters. I'm gonna bring them up. I appreciate everything. I thank you. Thank you for the comments. One time for objectivity, you heard him say he's not a Caitlin fan, but he still was able to give her a compliment. I appreciate that. That was really awesome. That's awesome to say. I love hearing it. Hey, we almost at 20K likes. We got 40 people. We are 10 people away from getting 50. Let's smash that button up. Let's smash that button. Let's see if we can get 20K
like 4,000 likes today.
No, it's 6. We had 16.6. I appreciate that, Riverdale.
We were at like 12,000 like an hour ago.
Yeah. We're gonna get to 20. I appreciate it. June Doll, I appreciate that. Let's see if we can get the 50 people on this live. If y'all want to chime in, please chime in. KG, you up next. Barry, you up after KG, and then King, you up. Anybody else want to chime in? Y'all chime in. KG. Hey, he been waiting a long time, KD. I'm gonna let KG speak his piece. He been waiting a long time to get back at him about Rakia.
Okay, first off, I don't know what advanced statistic that man went and looked up because he ain't looking at the same one. He's Rakia in is efficiency. So before I start that conversation, let me ask you this: do you think that Lexi Hall is a better 3-ball shooter than Caitlin Clark?
She is, yeah, right now.
I'm saying just in general.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
See, I would disagree. Her efficiency says that she is, but she's shooting two threes a game, making one of them. I don't care that you're making 1 3 out of the 2 that you take. If Kaylin's taking 6 or 7 and making 3 or 4 of them, so your efficiency doesn't matter from an efficiency standpoint. But I'm looking at it right now. She took 2.13 efficiency standpoint. But I'm looking at it right now. She took 2.13s a game and made 1.03s a game. I don't care about your efficiency if you're only taking 2 shots, bro. Like you're taking 2 shots, but I have other people who are hitting 3 and 4 threes a game, and they're shooting 8 or 9 of them. So their efficiency is gonna be less than yours, but they're shooting more shots than
Just to back up KG for a second, Jambari. People used to say that about GMs. Used to say that about Kobe. I will say this about Kobe. People used to say that Kobe only shoots 45% from the field, which is low compared to like other, good is 50%. But the fact that he could take 25 shots and keep a 45% field goal percentage is extremely impressive.
Go ahead, KG. My God, y'all! Now the fever, y'all gonna hate on Lexi now? Come on, dog. Nobody can do anything better than Caitlin. That's what y'all about to do right now. The comment, Brandon talk. Hold, not you. It's not you, because he's like volume. Of course, volume matters. But I think honestly, Lexi almost shot 50% from 3. I think even if she were to, it's just that's nothing to sleep on. Like if she were to shoot 2 more shots, I think she's good for it. Honestly, like y'all are, come on, dog. Don't do that to Lex.
And that's part of the thing too with the Rakia or whatever. That was the reason why I brought Lexi into this, for the efficiency part of it, right? But in Phoebus in the Rakia thing, that's why I said I don't know what stats he was looking at. When you go to the per 36 minutes and the per 100 possessions, even though Phoebus would be more efficient than her, Rakia still averages more points. I agree with you there. So I don't have Jaquil. At my number 5. My 5 is AT. My 6 is Enrique.
Wow.
My 7 is Jackie Young. My 8 is Khalil Copper, and then my 9 is Jonquil.
Jonquil too low at 9.
So 10 we agree is Satu. 11 I have NECA. 12 I have SAP. 13 I have BG. 14 I have Jewel. 15 I have Skylar. 16 I have Plum. 17 I have Kennedy. 17, 18, and like 19 to 20. 17 to 20, really. I really don't care how you slice it up. I really don't. But I have Kennedy. I have Nate at 18. I have Angel at 19. I have Aaliyah at 20. Then 21, I have Kelsey Mitchell. 22, I have Hamby. 23, I have Kayla McBride. 24, I have Ryan Howard, and then 25, I have Dwyane Wade. Phoebus is not on my list, and Izzy's not on my list. Yeah, Phoebus and Izzy are not. I swapped them out for
20K. I appreciate that. You said Phoebus and who you swapped out at 25?
Bonner is my 25, and then you have Izzy Magagor on here, and I have Kayla McBride instead of Izzy.
Let me read this. That's a big drop. Oh, so you would put McBride over Phoebus, is what you're saying?
I'm sorry?
You said you would put McBride over Phoebus?
Yeah, because that means to me that
Sloot was just
somebody
better.
was showing her something in practice or in game that Phoebus wasn't at the time.
They weren't going to bench. They would have never benched Sloot. They would have never benched Sloot over a rookie, though.
They were never going to do that. But what Phoebus did in the finals was incredible.
She did. By the end of the season, she did do it.
But I'm saying, if it was the best for the team during the season was starting Phoebus, we would have started Phoebus, regardless of whether she was a rookie or not.
I think Brondello did the job. She did it when it mattered. You know what I'm saying? I don't think honestly you're gonna lose a vet to a rook and then have a disgruntled veteran on the bench.
So that's what I'm asking you and Jordan. If that was the case, regardless of her being a rookie or a vet, if Phoebus was displaying that much better play than Sloot, you don't think that she would have gone with her?
She would have had to play like next level. She'd have played like next level to start. To your point,
there's no way there's no way that they were gonna start her in any world. They were never gonna start a second round draft pick, 22nd overall over Courtney Vandersloot, legendary point guard for the Liberty. Like there's no way. No matter how well she does in training camp, no matter how well she beats Vandersloot in practice, it would never matter, no matter what.
Yeah. Callie, I appreciate the follow. Let me bring up Katie's. Katie got some retorts, but Katie, you're not up next. This King was good. King, talk to us. And then, like I said, if y'all want to join the live, we're good. Katie, you up next.
What's up, guys?
What's good, King? Talk to us about this list.
After that, I'm looking at Nakia? Is it
NECA?
NECA, yeah. I got NECA there. Enrique is next. Then I got Jones. And then I got Satu's at 9. And then I got Kelsey Mitchell at 10. And
Kelsey Mitchell at 10. I'm sorry. Okay. What? King, this list is all over the place, man.
I got Kelsey Mitchell at 10. She puts the ball in the hole, and also she did get a vote. You know what I'm saying?
For MVP.
On MVP. You can't just you just can't ignore that.
So Angel Reese's top 15 with that same thing?
What now?
Angel Reese's top 15 in the same breath?
I'm working my way down.
Okay.
You got what's that? You got Copper. Scenario 11. I got Taylor McBride, and then I got Plum. Kennedy's at 13. Jackie Young 14. Boston at 15. Now, after Boston, I kind of went like whatever after that. But I do got Angel riding at 16 though. So everybody else, you kind of scramble. But you can put Alyssa Thomas there too. But she just didn't do enough for me. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists.
She's the defensive anchor for that team,
for sure.
Yeah, she was an anchor. She was, but 10 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists.
Triple single.
Yeah, you just can't be in front of her.
How does Kelsey Mitchell deserve an MVP vote when she was top 10 in scoring and nothing too? I wouldn't say she's the 4th best guard in the game either. Solid. The Kelsey Mitchell thing too. I wouldn't say she's the 4th best guard in the game either. So I wouldn't.
Even in MVP voting, she's 6, right behind Alyssa Thomas with the 10, 8, and 8.
Kelsey top 10 is a new one. Guard play overall is weak as blank in the WNBA. Some of it is, not all of it. Some of it is blank, not all of it. I think the guard, actually, the bigs. If you comparing bigs, the guards is bigs by a mile, and then like the guard play, yeah. All right, I appreciate that, King. I'm gonna bring up Katie because he want to argue. Not because he wants to argue. I appreciate that though. Like I said, if y'all have something to request, y'all request in. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this list. Oh, we got a new request. Let's see. KG is back. There you go, Katie.
Can I respond to the Caitlin and Lexi Hall thing?
Yeah, Caitlin, Lexi Hall. Well, hold on. First of all, is Lexi Hall better shooter than her or not?
No, but this is what I'm gonna respond. So he did per 40. Per 40 basically means you just extend the minutes and you give them the same amount of minutes, but you don't change the responsibility. So that's why per 40 is a little tricky, but I'm gonna explain that later. So here's why you cannot say, well, if Lexi is a better shooter from 3, does that mean she's a better offensively?
No.
But no, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna explain to him that doesn't work. Offensively means the offense overall.
Right.
If Lexi Hall and Caitlin Clark were the same type of player, and the numbers were the same analytically, you can say that Lexi Hall is a better player than Caitlin Clark. The problem is Caitlin Clark is giving you 9.5 assists and 6.4 rebounds. So you cannot compare the 3 points, even if he's claimed that she's better on delivery, but it's still the same amount of shots. So here's the numbers. Jackson per 40 is 18.6 while taking 15.2 shots. That's 45%. Now look at Phoebus. Phoebus is 12.8 while taking 9.7 at 47.8. So you cannot just look at numbers because again, you cannot look at points because she has more shots per game. And you're not going to change that because it's based on, it's a computer. It's just going to give you around the same shots that you're taking already.
KG, he cooking you.
Listen, this is what you got to look at. Twice taking 6 more shots to score 6 more points. Basic math will tell you that's not great math. If I'm shooting better than you from the floor. Now let's look at usage rate. Jackson has 21.6 usage rate. You know what Phoebus is? 13.7. Now let's look at effective field goal percentage. You know what effective field goal percentage is?
Yes.
It calculates the shooting, but it gives an edge to the 3-point. So it's basically telling you like
it's worth more.
Value. So if you shoot more from 3,
it's worth more. Yeah.
You're better. Yeah. So Phoebus is 61.3 effective field goal percentage. Jackson is 50.5. That's 11 points higher.
That's a good point.
That means if Phoebus wanted to actually score more, the only thing she will have to do is shoot more threes. Now you might say, well, if you shoot more threes, your field goal percentage goes down, correct?
Sure.
Sense, right?
But not with her. Not with Leonie.
No, but it doesn't matter because you're already, the league average is 50, like Rakia Jackson is shooting. You're already at 61.3. So if I'm the Liberty, I'm saying you already got a lot of cushion. What you need to do is shoot more threes, make sure that that's 6. Now, the counter argument is, why don't you give Rakia extra coverage? Now, the counter argument is, why don't you give Rakia extra 3-pointers? Because she's already shooting 50.5 from effective field goal percentage. You don't want it to become less than that because then she'll become a high volume and low efficiency.
He's killing your argument, KG.
You don't want to be a high volume, low efficiency scorer. Phoebus has room to shoot more and make sure that efficiency gets lower. And the Liberty already know that. Why? Because we already saw it in the playoffs. She took an 1.2 shot and she scored way more. So if I'm the Liberty,
that's right.
I'm saying you got to shoot more to score more. Your efficiency is going to come down, but you already shown that you are great at the 3-point. So that's fine. If and you know the PR, you know what the difference in PR was? It's 0.03 Rakia Jackson. Again, not even 1. 0.03. So if you want to use PRs to show that Rakia Jackson is better, go ahead. But 0.03 is basically the same player.
Let me bring up KG, and if chat, if y'all want me to bring them up, and KD request again, I know you want to, I think you gonna have more to say. If y'all want me to bring them both up, bring them both. You know what to do. Just put it in the comments. But we had 20K. I appreciate y'all. We had 31. Do y'all guys even watch the W or Fems? I covered it. I talked to all the players. I think if you're new to the page, this is Morel Sports Media. I'm here with Jordan. It's we watch the games. We cover. We're there. We are literally there with the athletes.
We literally talk to to actual players here.
Yeah. We watch. We do more
players here.
We watch. We do more than watch the games. Yeah.
He trying to use the advanced analytics to his. He trying to use the advanced analytics to his.
Gave me this homework.
All the stuff that he's saying irrelevant.
Hold on, KG. Before you start, if y'all want me to bring them both up, put it in the chat. I'll bring them both up.
I think people already requested to bring them both up.
Y'all want me to bring them both up? All right, bump it. Let's bring them both up. Where are you at, KD? All right, go. KG, keep going.
Yeah, all this is irrelevant, man. I don't care about none of that. I brought in the advanced statistics just to show him that Rakia was still averaging more per 36 minutes and per the 100 possessions or whatever. All the extra stuff he talking irrelevant. I've seen both of them play. They trying to tell me what Phoebe whatever done did in the playoffs also irrelevant because she didn't display anything more to me than what Rakia displayed in the regular season. Offensively, defensively, you might argue that she better. Cool. Offensively, it's not close outside of the efficiency. And I can care less about the efficiency because again,
what do you mean you don't care about the efficiency?
Yeah, I agree.
The point being, I've seen somebody brought Russell up earlier. I've seen Russell Westbrook be way less efficient than players his caliber in the league and matter way more to the team and average way more points.
Hell no.
Nah.
So he didn't. So Russ at his MVP seasons when he was averaging triple double, his efficiency wasn't questionable.
That's bad.
But he wasn't still better than some of the people that were considered on his list.
Who?
That's apples and oranges. You're saying since that didn't happen there, okay, so you will have to find a player that's comparable to.
Is there not an advanced statistic?
That's point. That's points and
advanced statistic.
That's point. That's points and
But you got that from the advanced. You got that from the advanced statistic, though, did you not?
Yeah, but what do you mean?
Okay, then. So how you gonna say
no advanced statistics?
If we don't do some type of metric that's advanced, we cannot compare them because they don't shoot the same. Like they don't have the same responsibilities. That's my point. We eventually gonna have to come to an agreement that we cannot compare them if we don't do some type of an advanced metric because Rakia has a different responsibility than Phoenix on delivery. So how can we compare them?
That ain't Rakia's fault.
I'm not saying it's nobody's fault. I'm just telling you we have the perspective of a third person to say, okay, you take 10 shots against a random number, and you take 2 shots, but you play more and you don't play more. How are we going to compare them if they don't play the same amount of minutes and they don't play on the same team?
For the same reason that I just told Jordan.
No,
and for the same reason that I just told Jordan and Jabari. I don't care how y'all try to slice it, talking about some Sloot was a vet and she wasn't gonna get the playing time. I don't care about none of that. If you are better than somebody, they're gonna play you if they want to win.
And again, she showed for the numbers. So what happened in the playoffs? What I explained?
Why did it take them that long to start starting Phoenix?
KG, the chat is saying you losing. KG, you gotta go harder.
Yep. Let me ask you something. So you say the numbers don't matter, whatever. So the effective field goal percentage said she was shooting 61.3 from the floor before the playoffs even started. So I showed it to you before I saw the playoff numbers. I'm like, damn,
I understand all that. Again, that's what we disagree.
Can I refute that?
Can you go?
Go, because you saying you disagree. So tell him why you disagree. Keep going.
He cut me off every time I start talking.
Because he's saying you can't disagree with a fact. But keep going.
Yeah.
Let KD, let him talk.
My point is, and then you tried to dispute the Lexi and thing by saying they don't play offensively.
Well,
the same way.
One of them does one thing and one of them does like 5 offensively.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter that they don't do offensively the same thing. Because
it matters. Yeah, of course it does.
It matters. Not trying to cut me off, bro. It doesn't matter that they don't do the same things offensively because I wasn't comparing their offensive games. Only thing that I was comparing was their shooting and the efficiency on it. So
and I say that's fine. You can say
what I'm telling you is,
Katie, let him finish.
What I'm telling you is, regardless of what the advanced statistics say, what I seen from Rakia and what I seen from Phoebus, based on what, and to put it in context for you, what I seen from Caitlin and what I seen from Lexi. I know what the stats says Lexi shoots, and I'm looking at this thing for how many threes she shoots a game and how many she makes a game.
Barry, I'm gonna get you up.
How many threes Caitlin takes a game? How many threes Caitlin makes a game? And Lexi shoot the ball this season at like 47%.
Tell the people what's the amount and what's the percentage. Let's do some math, some basic math.
Well, I'm gonna give y'all one more minute on this. I'm gonna give y'all one more minute on this.
All right. Let's separate this in a second.
I believe it. Look, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Lexi's probably shooting a high percentage by taking less threes. So I'm gonna tell you. So, but if you know math, that's Lexi Hall takes like 1.2 threes a game. I saw it earlier. Lexi Hall takes like 1.2 threes a game. I saw it earlier. She doesn't take that many threes. She started taking
That's the point. Dude.
That's the point. But she's gonna shoot better if she shoots less. But Rakia is shooting more and shooting less. But way less, but for more or less points. How many points Lexi averages?
5 a game.
How many points Caitlin averages?
I don't.
Like 19.
It's like 20.
19, yeah.
That's a different value. The shot of Caitlin is a different value than the value of Lexi Hall. But Rakia has to take 12 more shots to score 6 more. 6 more shots to score 6 more points. That's not good value. That's my point. You got to look at the value of the shot, and the difference between Rakia and Phoenix comes down to 3-pointers.
And with that being said, I got Barry on the live because I told y'all till 2:16 is 2:17. So KD, KG, if y'all want to come back on, y'all always are welcome. Always. Where's the timekeeper? I just told you, Tammy. I just told you they got till 2:16. I got to 2:17. I told you they won't. All right, Barry, come. You up on? Anybody else? Y'all had something to say? Comment, bring it up. We want to hear what y'all got to say. See, these people make me so mad. They can just they don't. I want y'all to stay. Y'all can stay. Barry, what you saying?
I'm not gonna be too long.
You good? Take your time.
So let me see. I am gonna say this. Now you can disagree with it. That's fine. Y'all can disagree with it.
Barry, before you continue, chat. Let me know who y'all think out of the argument between KD and KG. So what? Next time they debate.
I mean, I don't think that's the crazy. I'll probably put it at 20. That's the highest you can put her is 24.
Okay, keep going.
But I think that's probably the argument KG was making because Ricky did good for rookie. She did pretty good for rookie.
She did good for a player.
She did good for a player. Yeah. She averaged 13. She shot 45%.
Yes, that's great. It's amazing.
45% from the field, 34% from three, something like that. So she did pretty amazing for a rookie, her first year. But me personally, I don't want to take too much time. I'm just trying to say, if Phoebus is on here, you got to at least put Rakia at 24.
Phoebus is on here, you got to put Rakia. So you would put Rakia over Phoebus in that ranking?
I mean, I don't think that's a bad take.
What y'all think, chat? Y'all let me know. What do y'all think about what Barry's saying?
Because if you say Rakia is better than Phoebus, I don't think that's a bad take.
Is Rakia better than Phoebus? I think Rakia will be I think she'll be a better player before her career is over for sure. I think Leone is a much better. Again, Leone led the entire playoffs in true shooting percentage. Period. She shot 50, 40, 90. I don't even know if Rakia has had a 50, 40, 90 stretch yet.
Here's the thing, though. You also got to understand, though, Jabari. Phoebus is playing on a better team.
Of course. Absolutely. So it's easier for her to do that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Two top 5 players.
Anna, all WNBA performer, and Sabrina. Yes, I understand. I understand that very. So, and this is what their argument was. If you switch the two of them, could Rakia do the same thing Leone did? I think yes, but I don't know if she would shoot 50, 40, 90.
No, she would. She most definitely would.
So what's Rakia shooting at the free throw line right now?
I think somewhere.
Let's pull it up right now.
So Rakia averaged 19 points per game over the last 11 games of the year.
Yeah.
We're just playing on a better team. I think that's the one thing they were missing. We're just playing on a better team. I think that's the one thing they were missing that no one was trying to talk about. Because if you put Rakia in her place, I think Rakia would do the same thing.
Okay.
But hey, I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time. I'm gonna let someone else come up.
All right. Appreciate you, Barry.
Thanks, Barry.
Everybody else on the live, I appreciate y'all. I think Jordan, you got any closing thoughts? I think we're good for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at 5:30. So just keep that in mind. We'll be back 5:30-ish, like around that.
We'll be back tomorrow at 5:30 where we're going to debate the top 25 WNBA players of the 21st century.
Yes.
ESPN put a list out and
we disagree with it.
Definitely. We disagree. It's I wonder when this list was made because it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a terrible list. And Clash, I appreciate the comments. All y'all, I appreciate the comments. If y'all want to watch us live, we're on YouTube. She Shoots, She Scores, the podcast. We go live daily, live at 5. That's the phrase, live at 5. But we're normally at 5:30. Also, I was gonna say, be on the lookout for the website. We're gonna be having a website in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Y'all be checking that out. You could hear from our blog posts and see what we think about that. Share it with a friend, family member. Same thing with our YouTube channel. But yeah, here, Morose Sports Media. Jordan, I appreciate that. You got any comments? You could go. I appreciate that, Tammy. Make sure you chime in tomorrow. Send it to a friend, and especially if they talk WNBA. Let me ask you this: anybody in the chat, if y'all have somebody that you know that's interested in speaking women's basketball.